All right. Good day. Hello. Wada. How's it going? What a day. Oh, still caps lock again. Jamming to the music. Well, I'm glad you are enjoying it. Turtle. What up, everybody? Ooh, lots of people here today. Let's see. Wolf's Big Pack. Chard Lloyd. Moisty Salmon. Nice. I like that. Robert Earl, Warrior King. Ooh, that's a big name, Robert. Tagmaster Jr., Terry, Matrix. Wow. Lots of people here today. Hey, what up? Thanks for coming by, everybody. So today we are going to be working on a bunch of different things. I actually been working on a bit of a side project today that I'm pretty excited to kind of put together. If I can get it done here. I've been working on the fission reactor. Oh, what do we got there? Baku, hey, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know, what an awesome way to start the stream today. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so let's see. Does this take power? It does. All right, well, that's all right. So what we're doing here today is I'm working on that fission reactor. And this little monstrosity here in the corner has kind of I've taken over this spot temporarily. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to make some liquid helium coolers. And this isn't something that I've built before. You know, because I really didn't need them. But I'm trying something a little different here. So if you'll bear with me just a moment or five, we will get this done. Because let's see, I need some energy. That's what I'm looking for. Here's some cables. Don't have any. Okay, well, we'll make some energy cables. Go. Grab some of these. Power up this guy. I'll make that guy. Fluid cable. Whoa, that's a super cooler. Yeah, I know the super cooler is working. Are there tritanium seeds? I believe there are. Yes, tritanium seeds. That is correct. I have about 130,000 because I have the seeds going. That is correct. Planning on updating the donation goal. Yeah, I could do that. I could probably do that real quick here. Just again, as we're working on thing, I'll bump it up. Bear with me a moment here. I can fix that. That's a good idea. Second here. Current amount is... Oh, right, because the other one hasn't kicked in yet. So we were at 3... That'll put us right at 305. So give me a moment here. Because I have to go in and redo it here. So 1 minute. We're at 305. Forgot that happened last night because I went to bed right after that and ended up doing a whole ton of errands today that I had not planned on doing. There we go, and should update in just a moment or so. All right, so let's see. So, oh, you're welcome, Turtle. Whoop, back to this. Okay, so again, I am hammering away at this. Oh, I was getting fluid cables. That's fluid extraction cable. That'll pump that into this. And all I need to add is a stack of those. Oh, and I will need some upgrades because that's too slow. There's a stack. There's a stack. And that will start getting us Helium coolers. All right, so let's see why we need those. So a couple things I've been fiddling with today. I forgot to check cookies there for a bit, and it built up a lot. So I was working on something else. I bumped it up for right now, just until we figure out exactly what the goal is going to be. I figured that was better than, because it's just going to bump up. I mean, I'll bump it back down to 100. I'm just throwing it in there for now, just because it's hard for me to do a lot of stuff while streaming. It'll only let me update it like that for right now. So here's what I've been working on today. So I have been working on hammering out some more of this fission reactor, and I've been adding a lot of different coolants cells linked with based on my original pattern and adding to that. But I'm still running just a smidge hot at 5106. It's not a lot, but that is just a smidge hotter than it needs to be. So these coolers, the helium coolers, which I'll set up here in just a moment. Oh, throw it there, and that'll throw that right into the inventory. It's not a good spot for it, but I didn't realize how big it was going to be. Let's see here. So these coolers must be adjacent to exactly one valid redstone cooler and at least one reactor casing, which will give us some options. Now, as I've been adding these coolers, I've been having to break stuff, but that means I can put one right here, and I can put one in that spot in many different... You can't see it, but there's a lot of hollow lines here. The hollow line here, 3 more in, there's another hollow line. I can put helium coolers all the way from top to bottom in multiple locations. So really, 1 or 2 rows of it is probably going to bring me down to cool enough, but it gives me a lot more ability to cool this further, which allow me to build more into the center. And again, some of these things will change as I build outward, but it'll allow me to build out more to the center and keep on building the power. So helium coolers. The coolers themselves work just like anything else. As long as they're next to a redstone and the outer shell of the reactor casing, then it will just work automatically. And all the coolers, except for liquid cooler, most of the liquid cooler, like where that actually have to have continuous running liquid, they just have to be in a specific situation, next to a diamond and a gold, next to a graphite and a casing. So it's a matter of finding the combinations to fit in as many as possible. These are helium collectors. Much like infinite water blocks, you can make a helium collector, which does not take any power. It just gathers helium just like this gathers water. You could put 8 of them surrounded by bronze to make a compact one, and then a bigger one, and then a bigger one, and then a bigger one. So that's kind of going on there. So that just gathers them automatically with no power. Running that into a supercooler will convert helium into liquid helium. And then liquid helium, when combined with an empty cooler, creates a liquid helium cooler. Again, it's just a matter of these things keeping up with it. These things here are only gaining it so far. Those were, I didn't realize I was going to need something. So to make a collector, I needed zirconium, which is an ingot I've never had to touch before. I also needed thorium-230 block. Luckily, I had the stuff for that. Zirconium basically is smelted from zirconium dust, which you get from a rock crusher crushing diorite. So I took out my regular crusher temporarily, and I was throwing some diorite in there and feeding zirconium into here. Reminds me I should grab this and then smelt it, and we can make some more collectors so that our helium collectors will pick up speed. So all those are going to go into our smelter. Spit those into there. So the thorium, let's go back to that one. So to get the blocks of thorium-230, you need thorium-230 oxide. And that can be made by tiny clumps of thorium-230 oxide. Easiest ways to get those is from one of these things. I've already been using it. This is an isotope separator. If you put spent fuel, like I'm using TBU fuel, when you put spent fuel in here, it'll break it into different components. And that one I was just talking about is one of the items that we needed in there. Let's see what I've missed here real quick. How art thou, dearest Draven, upon this fine and hallowed eve? Doth it to thee well? I am scrumptiddlyumptious. Thank you for asking. Sore. Today's been a pretty sore day. Plus, a little bummed. As many of you know, I had weight loss surgery a few years ago, and I lost just a shit ton of weight. And feeling good and feeling confident, I give away a lot of my old clothes and bought new clothes that fit. Well, this has been a shitty year, and I've gained a bunch of weight back. So now none of my winter coats fit. I gave away some really nice leather coats and bought a nice leather coat, but now that leather coat's too small for me. Now I'm trying to come up with the funds to get a new coat, which I was unexpected until today. Before I've got a little bit of time before it gets real cold where I'm at, but I will need a coat here soon. Other than that, doing okay. Let's see. Hey, did you know you can get infinite Twilight Forest head and with spawn and egg? Yes, that is correct. You can make those as well. I'm looking for individual heads, which we need to check in a minute because I think I got some new ones. I think you went too in-depth. I was just asking what the requirements for helium coolers are. Oh, I'm sorry, Turtle. So helium coolers just need to be touching a redstone and an outer casing. Not too hard at all. Why am I sore today? I'm having my 4th kidney stone surgery on Tuesday. So I've been hurting for about 3 months at this point from kidney stones. So that's kind of what's making me uncomfortable today. But again, not much that can be done about that until the surgery kicks in. Some days are a little more sore than others. I see 4, 8. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, hang on. That's enough. Should be to make a tier 3. Nice. Get that going. That is faster in the long run. That'll help. All right. Bill's ouchies. I know a guy that suffers from chronic kidney stones. Severe accident. I'm concerned that I'm going to be one of those people who has severe kidney stones, consistent ones. So I'm hoping not, but it is what it is. If it is, I'll deal with it one way or another, right? The only thing you can do, press on. So yeah, I went to the store today and was just looking to see if I could find a cheap jacket I could wear. And they really didn't have anything in my size at a comfortable price. I found a really nice one on Amazon because I primarily naturally only wear black leather trench coats. Don't judge me, I'm just that guy. Or black leather short jackets. I had a black leather short jacket which I was using, but now it's too small. I would need butter and a running start to try to get into that thing. But I found a nice black leather trench coat for like $180 on Amazon, so I may see if I can save up some cash and snag that one. Because if I'm going to put some decent money into a jacket, I want to like it. That for now. All right, let's see what else we got here. Good luck with the surgery. I appreciate it. The surgeries themselves aren't too bad. I go in there, they run an IV, they numb it, I never feel it. Then I just hang out. It's more boring. I sit there for 2 hours till they finally take me back. And then I go back there, I hang out, they wheel me into the cold room. It's cold, that's the most annoying thing. They put a mask on my face, they chat to me for 10 seconds, and then I wake up high off my rocker. So, not too bad. Let's see here. Project Emod is so OP, I got it all singularities in 1 hour. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Have I tested the inserter? No, I have not used an inserter. Going back, seeing what I missed there. Dad, I'm not sure where I would use that, but I will look. Do I have HDPE automated? If so, can I see it? Sure, I've got it automated. HDPE is in here. Up, boop. Had the game crash on me today. Shockingly. Don't know why. Oh, here we go. So, everything's running off lava. All the power's underneath. Same as normal. So, I have electrolytic separator. And this is the same design that I have in my tutorial, by the way, in case you need that. I have an electrolytic separator. So, you have it facing this way. That is going to be making your hydrogen going one way. And it's going to be making water go the other. So, right now, mine's shut down because I didn't really need it, and it clogs up occasionally only because I didn't bother to put the speed upgrades in there. Once I had enough HDPE pellets, I let it go ahead and clog because I just didn't need it. But you're gonna have it facing this way, okay? Because the hydrogen is gonna go one way and the oxygen is gonna go the other. The oxygen you want all the way at the end, but the hydrogen is going to go into a PRC, and it needs to be facing the opposite direction, but directly next to it. That's to make sure it's coming in the right direction. Okay. It's going to need water as well. So, am I stuck? Oh, so I connect I like compact infinite water source will do both. So I use the water running to both these machines. This one, it can just be connected adjacently. This one I've got connected with a hose. So that is giving me both my water and it is giving me my hydrogen. The next component is biofuel. So I have a couple saplings with lots of saplings. Everything else is going into the trash because all I care about are the saplings. That goes into a crusher, which makes biofuel, which feeds directly into this. This is going to make me my ethylene. It's also going to make me my substrate, which you need as well. So the substrate I have coming up here, whitelisted, coming over here, and coming back down into another pressurized, but we'll get to that in a moment. So after you have your ethylene, you need to change that into liquid ethylene. You're going to use a rotary condensator, and that's just going to convert ethylene into liquid ethylene. And then you're going to connect that. Fluid extraction cable is easiest, and that has to go into the front of the second PRC. So again, you're going to have, just to back and forth, you're going to have electrolytic facing this way, your next PRC facing the opposite way, and then this one's going to be facing the same way as that PRC. And then looking over here, boop, pressurized reaction chamber is going to be facing those. That is where you're going to have your oxygen, which is the subproduct from your very first separator, feeding all the way around into this. That's where it's going to get its oxygen from. The liquid ethylene is coming from your rotary here. The last component you need is that substrate. And that's what's going to be coming from here. And that's where this is where things get backed up for me. This produces more, and you can get in there and measure it out. I could stick a couple speed upgrades in some of these things to make it not overfill like that. I just don't care, because now I have enough HDPE pellets, I don't need them anymore. But you can do that if you need to. On the backhand side, I have oxygen is going to build up a little bit faster than the liquid ethylene. So I have it Xing out and connecting back into this pipe. So it's just circling it out. That helps it maintain so it doesn't clog up. Yes. And then the substrate, this is what makes your HDPE pellets specifically. And that just feeds in here and exits outside of my system. Use apples and apple sapling. I agree. I mean, at this point, I don't have a problem with the amount of saplings I have. I get more than enough for this system. Again, I did not put any speed upgrades in any of these things. But let's go here and grab ourselves an empty tank. I toss this in here. That drains that out. Everything kicks back in, because that's where the plug was. So now the biofuel is turning into my substrate, kicking around, going over here. Substrate's feeding in. These two things mixing with substrate are giving me my HDPE pellets. So, again, really the only backup here is that. And there's ways to fix it if you want to go in and mess with it. Again, I don't remember off the top of my head. I've done it before on my original one. Again, upgrades can help with some of that. But you will produce more ethylene quicker than you're going to produce this. And if you speed up this machine, then you're speeding up the ethylene as well. So that's not really going to benefit you. It's this machine where the difference is. Unlike many of the other machines, it doesn't have a... I like this one here because you can have dumping excess. So if there's more than you need, it's just going to go off into the ether. You don't have to worry about it. But this machine does not offer that option that I've seen. I don't have any upgrades there. Nope. Oh, you can flip it the other way to change it back, but you don't ever need to do that. I remember what goes in the plus and minus. I haven't had to mess with that. But anyways, that's how I've got mine set up. That's how I have the tutorial set up as well. This is the only part. And again, this doesn't clog up often. Like, you know, it's fine. So once in a while I throw a tank in here. What, I filled 3 of them now? So not bad. Explorer upgrade. That'll work. Hey, Xylon, what up? All right. So anyways, that's that. And again, that's the same design that I have in my tutorial if you need to look at it. Again, I'm not saying it can't be perfected, because again, this is the clog spot. But by the time this started clogging, I had enough HDPE pellets. I just didn't care. I just let it sit there. I haven't used it in forever. All right. So, yes. So we were working on the fission reactor today. And I've been letting our emeralds build up so we can buy yellow. Because we needed yellow for something. What the hell were we using yellow for? Oh, right. Yes. To get the this advancement. To get our gas storage cells. So that's been giving that time to melt into emeralds. I've been gathering up those. I've already burned a bunch into yellow just for that. Minecraft isn't working for you. Oh, that sucks, Alan. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let's see how we've got Okulas. How many have we got? 10. Okay, this is not a... Oh, that's not where I wanted that. This is not a fast process. If I could get this processing faster, I think that would help. It's just, it doesn't make a whole lot of liquid helium. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I'm working on continually crushing diorite. That way I can get the zircon to make a better... That's not it. Make a better... that thing I was looking at. All right, so let's go back to collector. Oh, missing the thing in the middle again. Ran out of those. All right, thorium. Oh, need some more thorium. All right, so thorium. Oh, no, that's not it. Try it again. Thorium. That one. Oh no, I'm out. Goodness, that's not good. That's going to slow us down. I mean, we've got enough to make a few, but that's still going to slow us down. Try that again. Collector. As many as I can, anyways. 12. What I run out of? Ran out of the outer things. Okay. Those. These. Now I'm missing the middle. Okay. So I got 41. How many of these can I make? 5. Not enough. Okay. All right, there we go. So, again, that's a start. Let's see if we can go ahead and get that pesky advancement we were working on yesterday. Actually, let me check my cookies, and then we'll check that. 4. What are we looking at? 9,000. Excellent. We've caught back up. 51. There's a good chance we may get this done today. Or not, we'll definitely have it done at the next stream, which will be... Wednesday will be the next time we do Minecraft. Because, again, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., is our weekly morning stream. For that one, we're playing Raft right now. Love for you to come by and hang out while we're rafting. That's a lot of fun. Also, tomorrow night, for those of you who have ODG memberships, is the monthly members only stream. That'll be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Going to be doing some Jackbox with the members. That is a stream that only members can see. It does not go up on the channel, so it's not something that ever becomes visible. It is one of the perks of an ODG membership. If you're interested in joining, just click the join button anywhere on my YouTube channel. That doesn't sign you up. It just takes you to the page that explains what all comes with it, like access to our members-only Minecraft server, discounts on the ODG store, which is on my website, the members-only stream, the different colored fonts you may see some people have, including the little dice after their names, bunch of things that all come with it, custom emojis. It's like a Twitch sub, except it's less expensive. It's only $2.99 a month, and you get way more stuff. But again, never required. I just appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out. And if you are liking the stream today, please be sure to click like. And most important, subscribe if you haven't, so that way you can hang out with us more often. All right, now that I've done my spiel, let's work on getting some gas, which in itself sounds inappropriate. All right, so I'm going to make a stack of level 1s. All right, now I'm going to take that, turn it into a stack of 2s, and see how far we can go. We were not far from being done. So if we can get all the way up there and get this done, then I don't have to worry about it anymore. That one. Ah! And we're still not even close because we need like those two. So I need... We're going to need at least another stack of level 1s. Do 2 stacks of level 1. I think to do that. Level 2. Oh, what did we run out of there? Oh, the level 1s. Okay, so making sure I'm not running out of anything else. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, snap. Wait a minute, isn't that the advancement? Is there a bigger one? Hold on a minute. What the hell's going on here? Oh, I got to put it in the gas storage cell. Got to combine it with that part. I guess that would help. Where is the empty case? There it is. I need one of these. Missing something on the bottom. What was that? Oh, Certis quartz tanks. Okay, there's 3 Certis quartz tanks. There's our gas storage. And now all we need is the boss. Bam! Hit the gas! Sweet emotion. All right. Another advancement down. Oh, hello there, Aeroset and Crazy Gamer. Thanks for coming by. All right, so we've got all 3 of those down there done now. Good. One less thing to worry about. Now, I have begun the process of this over here. This, in theory, is where I'm going to hopefully disassemble the octuple netherrack. And if all goes well, we'll use that to try to fill a black hole unit. We do still have a black hole unit in here. Let's take a look and see how close that is, because it's got to get to 2 billion. It just takes forever. 125 million. Like, it's just harsh, because as you can see, I've got, whoop, cobblestone generators aplenty cramming into that thing. Hello, Terry. Thank you for coming by. Oh, I think Terry was already here. You were saying goodbye to Arrowhead, or morning to Arrowhead. All right. So, back on our helium. Oh, I mean, not our helium. We need thorium, but to get thorium, I need fuel. I need spent fuel, but I can't spend fuel till I turn this on. But I can't turn this on till I bring the cooling down. Just a smidge more. Let's get the few heliums we've got. Let's see. Do you have a video on how you did that? On how I did which part? Just wondering. Just so I know which. I'm sorry, I know it's a bit of delay. I've probably talked about 3 things since you saw that. Let's see. A bit tank won't work because that only does liquids. And that'll work with the liquid black hole unit tank, but it won't work with the regular black hole unit. Those have to be solid items. The cobblestone. I don't specifically, but... Oop, God damn it. Ah, elevator. So basically, I just put it in the middle, right? I'll break a couple of these to show you. This will work. So I put it in the middle, and then I just put one underneath it, which automatically feeds. That's the one I've been breaking to check in the bottom. Then I surrounded that bottom one with more and had item extraction cables going into that, cranking them all the way up to 64. Then I put some above it, doing the same thing. And then each time I'm connecting more and more of them anywhere where I can put a new extraction cable. Let's see here. That. So as you can see, any place I can put an item extraction cable, connecting it to already another item extraction cable. And again, remembering you're turning them up to 64, so it'll move a whole stack at once and not just one. That will continuously run those through into that single item. But again, eventually, these pipes will hit the maximum they can transfer at once. It's a lot, really is, but even these still just don't produce as fast as some other things. But we do also need to check on our netherrack. Let's see how we're looking at the netherrack. I did take Bob's advice from yesterday and spend a little bit time farming netherrack specifically. Let's see. Oh, septuple. We have our first septuple. Only, what is it? It takes 7 or 8. It's all 9 to fill it. No, it takes, how many does it take to fill it? I'm going to forget if I don't look. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, that'll still work. Let's see. Netherrack. Nether. Where's all the combines? Septuple. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it takes 9 of everything. I need 8 more of those, and that's been farming for a while. Octavio says, hi, what are you doing? Right now, just a couple different things. We're trying to knock out some of the very last few advancements. We're just looking at netherrack compressing, and sugarcane still has a ways to go, but we'll check it as well. Draven, I love your auto setup, but it irritates me so that you don't make it look nicer. You get stuff everywhere. Oh, like in my setup? Well, now, again, I've not been spending time prettying it up like I a lot of times would normally. Tell you what, when we're done here, if you'll remind me, I've got one septuple there, so I'm right about the same spot with both of them. If you'll remind me later, before the end of the stream, I will switch over to my original Sky Factory 4 world and my second Sky Factory 4 world and show you what a couple of my different builds look like. If you'd like to see them. If nobody does, I won't waste your time. But if that's something you guys think you'd like to see what some of my previous worlds look like, that will work. Can you put sugarcane in a bonsai pot? I believe you can, but I'm not sure that the redstone clock will affect it. I don't think the redstone clock will speed it up, and the redstone clock will speed it up much faster than just the bonsai will. So, for example, where to go? Here. The redstone clocks, see how fast it's growing? Like, it grows exponentially fast. When you connect it to a redstone clock and turn the tick down to basically 0. I could, again, as we discussed yesterday, I could build 5 more of these compact machines. You know what I mean? That we're making the same thing and feeding it into here. Or I could make 5 more of these and all that kind of stuff. That would give me more. And I may have to do that eventually as we get down to the wire of that being the last thing we need. Thankfully, Cookies is chugging along. Cookies was, at first, my concerned point. But Cookies I'm not too worried about now. I think we're going to get those done in an adequate amount of time. I just want to make sure I'm not running out of these empty coolers. Let's throw some coolers in here real quick. And 23. Let's see how much that helps us. So, and this sucks because each time I do this, I end up having to break other stuff, but it is what it is. So basically, redstone and an outer shell is what I'm looking for, right? That's what I'm looking to do. So that. So this is the one I'm looking for. Should be the only one here. It is. All right, so iron has to sit next to a gold. That was sitting there. Then it's going to be that. Why is that empty? That shouldn't be empty. Where did my... I must have broke it and lost it. I need a graphite block. One moment. Graphite block. Somehow broke it there and not realized it, or it got kicked behind something else. That should be a graphite block, which makes that magnesium. Oh, no, that should be another magnesium. Oop. Another magnesium. That is that and that. There we go. So that fills that spot in there. And you put the coolers in the cell randomly. No, they have to be all in a specific situation. So liquid helium coolers that I'm doing right now must be touching basically one redstone and one reactor casing. But it has to go between red and the outer wall. Iron has to be touching gold. There's a gold one on the inside of that. Diamond has to be touching a water block and a quartz. I have water on the bottom, so diamond's connected to that, and a quartz. In the very center of the bottom, surrounded by the water, is a copper. And then the top and the bottom are completely repeated. There's also gold and quartz filled in inside. The helium is kind of the last spot. And I really didn't have to dig it in there. I could have just stuck it on the outside. But I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to need, so I'm going to kind of put them through the right way in case I need to expand it further. 26, we dropped it down from 5,000 to 2,000. So basically one more stack of those coolers, liquid helium coolers, should fix it. I should go ahead and drop it. So once we've got those, we should be in a spot where this will be zeroed out. We'll be making negative heat, and then I can crank this puppy back on, which will make us some fuel, which I can then use to make better helium builds. We make it even better. Hey, Katzen, what up? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, Jad was mentioning infinite water source, black hole. So the water bits count as a physical item. Skyover Island, I have a compact machine. I have sprinklers. My melted crops are still so slow. How are yours faster? Could be a couple of things. So compact machine has sprinklers. Which crops are you using? Is it just inferium? If it's just inferium, then you're going to want inferium tier 5 or 6. You can probably go. Let me phrase that. Tier 4 or 5 will work to be a very, very fast. Will give you all you need. If you really need a ton, you can do 6. But I'm just running a mixture of 4 and 5, and I've got 2 million inferium essence. You can get faster if you need. We know coal, steel, bronze, and others for singularities. Okay, let's go take a look at some of those. We'll grab bronze since you mentioned bronze, and we'll check my setup versus yours. So I have 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, works out to 99 growth plots per level. I do 3 levels. That each one's a separate crop. Why do I have no power in here? Turn something off. Oh, I'm low on wood. I'll fix that later. I've got so much of this stuff I don't care. But yeah, I mean, sprinklers all the way across. Sprinklers do stack, so the more sprinklers, the better, within a specific range. Every time I land, because I'm a fat android, I break a seed now. But yes, if you that's how I've got mine set up, depending on which one. But I have, oh, you only have one? Oh no, sprinklers stack. They do cover a specific area, so since I'm not sure exactly what that area is, I just put in all of the ones that I can, because the effects do stack in any given area. I have the same with my external one as well. Ooh, come on. So even my regular farm, the very first farm I start with, I start making sprinklers. I broke a bunch because I needed them for the compact machines, and these are just kind of junk crops that I don't really need that much anymore. So I haven't bothered replacing it. Let's see, Turtle. So if I'm using simple storage, can I have my cabinets in a compact machine and the terminal outside? Yes, you can. You can have all of your, and to be honest, I think that would, to be fair, would probably work for ME as well, though I've never tried it. If you're connecting it to cabinets, at least. But yes, you can run simple storage. I actually have a tutorial on that, which is simple storage in a compact machine, specifically showing you the steps. It's not hard. The best part is you can put one of these tables right here inside the compact machine as well, because you can have multiple storage request cables hooked up to the same network. And then you can, while you're in there, if you're organizing things or making folders and such, you can grab anything that you need. The one thing I do recommend, though, if you're going to run it in there, since you're not going to be watching it as much, have a bunch of these chests as well, the large ones. I usually put the simple storage on two sides. Well, hell, you guys want to see it? I talked about jumping over to another world. You guys want to take a moment? I'll close out of this one real quick, and we'll look at one where I've got that built. We can all look at it once here. Shouldn't take just a second to kick it up. I was talking about doing it later anyways. Let me just jump in here. I've got a couple of them, so I got to find the right one here. We'll take a look right now. See which one this is. I'm not sure if this is my first one or my second one. I think I've got it in both, but we'll check. While we're doing that, I'll get some aqua. And no, I don't mean the band. This is the first one that I made. All right, so this is the first, the first Sky Factory world I had lost. This is the first one I really went full term on. As you can see, I've got my fission reactors, fusion reactors, got my compact machines, a much more advanced mob spawner than I had before, because I was using an actual caged mob spawners inside to drastically speed up the amount they were killing. It was also my XP farm. I have it turned off right now. But let's take a look here. So again, that was my internal. Again, a lot of this I've tweaked and fixed over the while. So again, this is my cakes and cookies, automatic fisher. What else do I got? Head wall. What's over here? My portals to different things. My library. This was my farm where I had all my hogs, but then I didn't need the hogs anymore, so I got rid of those. Over there is where I was farming guardian seeds. These are where are these portals to? That one is to, oh yeah, compact machines. And that one is to where I used to film some of my tutorials when I had to be in survival mode. I used to do them here when I needed actual stuff I built before. There's my little bed. But the main part is this is inside. So this is where I keep everything, so that way, again, for those of you who said it wasn't very organized, you are correct. I kept all the stuff inside here. What have we got? There's my Vicecraft. That's my fully upgraded airship. That is another portal gun. Where's that one go? Oh yeah, this is where I started Astral Sorcery, but didn't go too far with it. Of course, my droid station. But this is what we were talking about. So this is my machine, right? So here we go. This is my simple storage. And just like everywhere else, I have different chests. There's my overflow chest. There's nothing in it right now, nor should there ever be. I'll show you why. These are my chests where all my automated processes and smelteries are kicking stuff into. Now I'm running mine with blazing pyrotheum because it cooks way, way faster. But I never fully automated blazing pyrotheum. I've almost automated blazing pyrotheum, and I'll let you know. So let's see. If we were to make some blazing pyrotheum right now, where's it at? Blazing pyrotheum. I need the dust, right? I don't have. Okay, so I make a couple stacks of the dust. That's what this chest is for. I throw it in here, and that automatically pops it over here to a system that cooks it, melts it, burns it, right? Automatically transfers it into the blazing pyrotheum, connecting it to, I also have my automated lava system up here, and then that automatically sends the blazing pyrotheum over to anything that has a tank. So everything burns drastically faster. I just, when every so often I make a few stacks and throw it in that chest to kick it over there. Let's see, if you were to sort a double chest of each item, what would you use to sort it? Double chest of each stack to sort it? I mean, you just right click on the mouse wheel, that'll auto sort it. That helps. That's what you're asking. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at my comp. So, as you can see, there are no filing cabinets. None anywhere. Everything is inside of this guy. So this is what I did for those people who are talking about it not being that organized. These are all compact machines leading to other automated processes. All of them feed into this compact machine. So again, this is going to get complicated, I promise. But so this compact machine that we're looking at right here has all my filing cabinets in it. That's what this is. And then each of these chests inputs items into that, as well as this one down here. I have so many because I have so many automated processes providing items that if they just all went into one chest, the chest would fill up back up and it would never get everything in time. It just couldn't convert it as much. So the more you can split it up over multiple entrances, the better you are. So let's take a look here. We'll start here. That's Inferium, again, Inferium Farm, Prudentium. This is before I start. That's before I start doing the triple layers. In Intermedium, I've got triple layers, Superium, Supremium. So I've got all of the essences automatically going through. Uranium, Platinum, Manulian. So this is the same design that I have for all the different items. That is automating calcium sulfate. That was a bitch. That was the hardest. That is for one thing. That entire build is to make one item. We'll look at that in a minute because it's the one thing I've never made a tutorial for because it's just so confusing. And when I got done, I realized I made way more work for myself than I need to. This is chorus plants. We can't see that unless we go inside because I got so much stuff. So this is me automating chorus plants. In theory, it was still a work in project or work in process. It's still not really fast, but as you can see, it does work. There's in this one, the gadget worked for some reason. It will work with these. So as long as I've got a weirding gadget in here, without the weirding gadget, for some reason, they wouldn't grow. But there we go. He's asking about an item sorter to place items into a chest. That I'd have to look into. Bear with me a moment. We're done here, and we'll see what we can come up with for that as well. But yeah, so this was a single layer. I left plenty of room just in case it needed to grow up really high. But yeah, since I'm using hopping bonsais and endstone, as soon as they reach maximum height, it should pull everything into here. I guess that would. I wonder if I turned all these up. Probably not. Well, this thing's full, so they're getting here in time. Some extra ender pearls. All right, so that's feeding out to somewhere. But again, I haven't been in this world in a while. Where were we after that? So chorus plants, of course, HDPE pellets, which we just looked at a little while ago. Same design that I used today. These are all my statues. The statues are automated as well. I did do a tutorial on this. So all the statues are automated. Every so often, a statue has to be clicked on to get it to kick out the items that it makes. And so when you do that, they just kind of kick out in the air. This one, the fish is not being grabbed. But then I just put in item collectors to grab the items and then kick them into a chest, which feeds them out into the inventory as well. So, yeah. All the noises you hear of monsters, when the statues get clicked on, they make noises. I didn't use the quiet ones. And again, I'm running everything off combustion generators just because it's really easy to do. So there's that one. Let's back out of here. This takes me out to this one. So let's see. Statues, wither essence. Okay, so this one. This is an automatic wither killing system, but inside of a compact machine. Works the same as my normal wither killing thing, but you do have to be in the compact machine for it to work. Is the only downside of this one. It just, I mean, if I remember correctly, I may have finally figured it out. I don't know for sure. What does the player statue pop out? I don't think it does. I think that one was, I just put in there because I had it. This is laser drills. So I was working on this one. I ended up switching over, but basically it was going to be a compact machine full of laser drills. I was about to switch out those combustion generators for a lava generator because they weren't powering enough for that. But that process was going to be just a machine with completely circled around laser drills. But again, I was doing that just for the fun of it. By this point, I had everything I ever needed from a laser drill. I just wanted to see if I could do it. This world is where I really started doing a lot with compact machines. Sugarcane farm, that was before I started using clocks. That's just using regular sprinklers. Hello, 1669 English military. Automating netherrack. Automated obsidian. That's the automated plastic, which we've seen. Some of these things I probably could have compared. And this is all of the hogs automated inside of a compact machine. So it's the same as I did just here recently out on the world we're playing right now, where I just did them 6 at a time. It's just they fit really well in here in rows of 6. They automatically shoot through. The compressors automatically put those together, or packagers, so everything comes out of there already in the ingots and such that I need. I don't have to transform anything. And then, yeah, all of that feeds into these 5 outer chests, which feeds into this. This is simple storage inside of a compact machine, at least the design that I normally use. I've never really needed more cabinets than this. You can. You can see a lot of these don't look like they're growing. They are. It's just, but I have all of the saplings in here. All those are connected. I even got a hopping bonsai with as well. But all, as you can see, 1.8 thousand pop coarse fruits. A lot of those are coming from that other compact machine we were looking at. Let's see, do you ever stream on Twitch? No, I do not. I had a Twitch channel. And it never really took off, and then I kind of started working on YouTube, and this is kind of where the community is, so I really don't use the Twitch channel anymore, but I appreciate you asking. So yes, all of these are cabinets with all sorts of stuff in them, and then all of these are set, I believe, at priority 0, and then the chests, I literally have each one set at a different priority, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then I go down here to 8, 9, 10, 11, so on and so forth. So that way items will go into them in order. I was in the process of cleaning them out, but after I redid all that, but some of these chests here at the bottom are just for collections. This is where I was collecting my heads. As you notice, this is a thing for me. Let's see, most of these are just sitting here empty, I think, but oh, enchanted books, potions, the things that I don't need access to really in the simple storage, or they don't stack. Everything else will overflow into these chests, and I have a lot of them because, again, you never know. You may have an automated system. If you have an automated fisher and it's pulling out things like boots and fishing rods and all that junk that you're not going to need, these can start to overfill very, very quickly. Androids, the hogs, just other things I've never bothered to put together. All these mob spawners. You can see I got a lot of different monster spawners with different things. I was trying to perfect a fully automated monster spawner farm inside of a compact machine, and it just won't work. Mobs, it doesn't matter what you do, no matter what you change, even if you put it to the thing where it says, where is it here? Player, where you put it to ignores player, all that kind of stuff, where you change the caps. I tried every combination I could think of. It will not spawn mobs unless you are in the compact machine with it. Weird and Gadget doesn't work. Once you step inside, I almost broke my server. I mean, my game that way. Let's see. Logan says you deserve a lot more love. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, I almost, back then my computer couldn't handle it, and I almost broke everything. Because I put in several mob spawners, not mob spawners, these, in a mob farm, all of them on max. I put like 4 or 5 of them, and they're all zombies. I was just testing it. I put in lots of fans, the same design that I have outside. We'll look at that again. As you can see, these I don't go normally more than 3 deep in a compact machine, although I have gone 7 without any real issue. Eventually, I'm sure it would cause a problem. But I basically built this, for all intents and purposes, inside of a compact machine. And inside of it, I put several monster spawners, and I let it go. And the monsters spawned so fast that it just exploded. And they would glitch outside. They just started. I was standing in there surrounded by hundreds of them, and everything lagged so bad, it took me literally 5 minutes to make at the bottom my bar move over to the shrinking device so I could get out of there because it was so slow. But it's just one of those things, right? So I finally got out of there, but because my goal was to have it feeding to one of these, where all I had to do was walk over and pull the XP out whenever I needed it. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. Out in the real world, right? So in fact, I may still have it over here if I didn't throw it away. No, I threw it away, which was smart because it was destroying everything. But I had one over here. Basically, it was just the compact machine. On top of it was the energy crystal, and you just click on it and take the power out was the concept. But it just will not, no matter what I did, it would not spawn a mob inside the compact machine unless I'm in it. The second I stepped in, they were everywhere again. So that didn't work. I remember show you something that I thought was funny. I think it's funny. You guys may not. I don't know. This broke the world for me back in the day. Let's grab what's that? Wither skeletons. That'll work. This back when I had a worse computer, this would be horrible. I would just set that at. Let's see if that one will work. There it is. I had it there, and it would just start raining them. Do you see how slow they're going? It still has. I've got so much automation that the world itself still struggles. Even though this has a 0 count, this should just be popping out stuff like an ocean. Which sometimes it still does. But, like, I just broke it and it hasn't. Come on, break. There we go. But yeah, so that was that. It was just, this was my original world that I built. This is just, I hate rain. So this was just to get the rain off me. This is where I played when I very first started streaming. This is the world I was jamming in. Let's see. The compact machine block works like a... Yeah, I agree. Correct. Yeah, going inside should put you somewhere. Like I said, it just does not feed. The mobs just won't spawn. Have made a tutorial on black hole sorting. I have not. Never tried to use it. Haven't really needed it for anything, to be honest with you. Is there any way to auto-make compact chests? No, not that I'm aware of, because an automatic user will not auto-click the thing inside the UI. It'll only click the block itself. I want to say I tried that at one point, but no, I don't believe that it will. You're going to have to go in and manually make them, unfortunately. Is there a way to... I would suggest absorption in a black hole tank, fluid extraction cable, XP drain, singularity tank, and XP tap. Is that a recommendation for me or for the person who's looking for the black hole sorting? Again, foozle. But yes, there we go. So yeah, there we go. There's my cookie jars. As you can see, all 64 full. Again, this was all cookies for a while. This is back when I used to use automated users and I power them all and all that business. Fusion generator. Still use the same basic design, but I've only filled up 3 corners in this one. Because I foolishly put the door in a corner. I guess I could move that. Alright, so anyways, we'll get out of this one now. You guys didn't come to see a tour through Old Road. Ooh, wrong one. Save and quit to title. So that was that one. I do have another world that is my prestige world, but I think a lot of you guys have probably already seen that one. I won't bore you with that one. Don't. Jump back in and see what we're looking at. Hey, Teresa, what up? Santa Cruz. That sounds like a place I've never been to, and yet still intriguing. All right, I was just doing a tour of my original world because people have been asking, and we were looking at simple storage inside of a compact machine. And again, I didn't point it out specifically, but inside of that compact machine, I had another simple storage table so I could pull things in and out as I needed while I was inside of there as well. Okay, so let's see. Liquid helium. Let's see if we've got any more. I haven't checked in a little bit. Cooler, cooler. 7. I'll take them. Every little bit counts. Because as soon as I can get that to negative heat, I can turn this on, and that will actually help this process. So, oh crap, wrong button. Give me that. I hit the wrong button. All right, let's see how good we are there. Have you finished this one or lose? Nope, I haven't finished this yet. Nope, 940. We are very close to bringing that down. Excellent. So with that down, let's see. That means we're all just looking at the cookies, these two things, making the 2 reactors. Where we're at. And then I didn't get a chance today. I still got to go and find that cake, but I'll do that camera because make you guys watch me fly around forever. Cookies still cooking? Still cooking. All right. So, humana. Let's try the bits thing that somebody was talking about there for a moment. So, here is a chisel fluid bit tank. I believe that's what they were saying. There's a chisel fluid bit tank. The thing is, how do you automate making bits? Is there a way to automate making bits? Actually, how do you make bits? Crap, I haven't done bits. I don't ever use bits for anything. Oh, I know it's a chisel. I want to say, but is there an auto chisel? Yep, auto chisel. Okay, so there's auto chisel. Looking for that, probably. Let's see. We'll do an auto chisel as well, because why not? And we'll take some cables, fluid cables, item cables, just to be safe. Do these use power? I don't know if these use power. Nope. And no. Okay, infinite water source. I will borrow this one. Here for now. Okay, so I will need another black hole unit. I did make one for this. We were going to actually try this yesterday, if I remember correctly, but I don't think we got back to it. There's that. I'm assuming item extraction cable. Well, the only downside here is it's going up as quickly as a regular full level item extraction cable or a cobblestone generator does. This does not appear to be any faster than that. So black hole unit will not fill it up any faster than that will, unfortunately. An inserter. Right? Why am I doing that? I'm right here. Inserter. What is an inserter? This thing. I think we talked about this the other day and I never did figure out how to use it. I've never used this. What does an inserter do? Inserter, go. Oh, all I did was pick up something. That didn't work. I hate pipes that just can't go the direction I want them to. Is that right? It's not up here. I must have it the wrong direction. All right, let's try it this way. Stop climbing on shit. Well, that one. Can I make it go faster? Because it's still, fortunately, not going any faster than what I already have going. Is there a way to speed that up? Everything. How do I get that back down? Crap. Does it circle back around? Well, how the hell do you get it back to 0? Well, how do you make it go to 1 if it only goes one direction? Oh, right click. That makes things way easier. Put that back down here. Well, unfortunately, it's still not going any faster than the cobblestone generators. The cobblestone generators are actually going faster. I guess you'd probably hook up more than one. But I think I'd be in the same boat. This appears to be making things just about as fast. Well, I didn't mean to do that. As fast as the cobblestone generators do. Again, not a bad idea. I just don't think it's going to go any faster. Again, it looks like it processes them as quickly as the compact machines does. So I would still have to, I would still have to have this many of those. Still, didn't hurt to try, though. Should be. Boop. Okay. So, I guess I didn't need that. We'll leave that running for a while. Why not? Oh, I broke the thing. I guess we won't. Ha ha ha. Fail. Want that back. Stay under there. Still, not a bad idea. Never hurts to check. All right. So, let's see. Oh, so this is still running. I can't make any more. I don't run out of those. I'm just trying to get this where I can turn it on. And then I can start processing more fuel. Kind of spin this all around here. See how that did. Get out the door. Heavy. -40. We could try. Had it at 0 and it melt. I don't want to lose all this. I think I'll give it a few more minutes. We'll get just a few more before I fire that up. I'd like to have a little bit of buffer room there, I think. So I will need another of these. That again. Let me grab some more diorite. There. The stuff going for that. Let's see what I missed here. Your summer now, 89 is better than hundreds. I agree. I would rather have a warm summer than a hot summer. I don't like heat very much at all. 5 p.m. Saturday. What time is it in Australia? 5 p.m. Saturday. It is 8 p.m. Saturday here. Teresa's 3 hours behind me. Lunchtime. I had Taco Bell for lunch today. It was delicious. All right. Let's see. Was there anything else we can work on besides the big stuff? I really don't think there is. We're down to just the chunkers. So we're going to have to start working on reactors. So we need to build a maximum size 24 by 24 by 24 nuclear fusion reactor. God, I haven't built one of these in so long, I don't even remember how. I know I need a ton of these orange things. I guess I can just start with those. All right. Let's see how many of those we can get started with. Reactor. Well, it didn't show up, so that worked, right? Nuclear craft. Where's it at? There they are. Fusion electromagnets. I need like a billion of these things. So I might as well just get to work on those. And we'll see what materials we need more of to make more. Those. Let's make some more of those. Ran out of the copper doohickeys. Make some of those. Those. Still need to figure out the 24 size. Seafood. 2 days in a row. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I couldn't figure out how to build it, so I guess you can lead the way, Dad. Oh, for the fusion reactor? I built one once. I just don't remember how. The problem, and again, I mentioned this yesterday, is that these things, when you build them, the outer wall looks like this. I mean, it's here. That is not what I meant to do. Ignore that. So this is what the wall looks like. It needs to basically be like this all the way around. The problem is the reactor has to be 24 by 24 by 24. The 24 is not 24 blocks. It's the space inside. I just cannot remember, is this where it starts or is this where it starts? Like, is this considered the inside because it's the first spot of full inside? Or does it go by the bottom one? Because if it's wrong, it's just not going to work. So that's the part that I keep struggling with. And it doesn't matter which one I pick. I'm going to pick the wrong one. I always do. All right, let's make some stuff here. I'm going to need a lot of these. Oh, and I made the shears again. Damn it. Always make. I hate that. All right, now I need these. Oh, need redstone. I think. Or I'm out of copper things. No, I'm out of redstone. Always out of redstone. I think it's the bottom one. Chad thinks it's the middle one. See, there we go. That's the problem I run into. There's just never really a way to know for sure. I want to say I did a tutorial on it. Well, I think it's maximum size is the issue. It can only be a certain size. Yeah, max size is 24 by 24 by 24. It won't go any bigger than that. Same with the fission reactor. That's as large as it goes. So, built wrong, it's just not going to work, sadly. All right, let's make some of these. Plenty. That's a lot of those. That's a good start. Probably need more copper. Yeah. Then I got to make coolers. Then I got to run power to everything. That's why I've got the fission reactor like it is right now, because you need just a huge power source to kick it in. Because once you, oddly enough, to make a huge power source, you have to make a huge power source. And then that power source will kick on the fusion reactor. And then the fusion reactor is pretty much self-sustaining at that point. I remember again correctly. It's probably been 1.5 years since I've even touched one of them. We need a place to build. And I guess I should do that first, right? Let's build it with bricks. I'm a fan of bricks. They're delicious. I will also need a floaty box. And I will need a gadget. There it is. All right. Yeah, I mean, again, it's the size. Size is everything. We're going to make it. I think we'll put it over here. This should be fine. I don't like it touching, in case it does have some type of meltdown. I don't want to lose anything important. I don't care if I lose the compact machine thing. That's pretty easy to build. Let's do this. Let's do this. You. Okay, there we go. Gadget. Woohoo. See, I don't want to get too close to that, so we'll go here. We'll go bigger the other direction. 6, 7, 13, 16, 17. 6, 9, 30, 31. Need it one more. 32. 24 by 24, so to center it, I need it bigger. All right, how many we got here? All right, where's my 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that should be that. Nicely. I am going to take a moment to glowstone this out, because the last time I didn't, and I spent a lot of time fighting mobs on. They're still going to spawn all over this thing, because they don't light up very well, but something. Yep. What the hell are those? I honestly don't know what that mob is over there. Check that out in a minute. There's another one I missed. There. That one. What is that? Basalts. Darkosto, why, man? I thought we were friends. Huh. I don't think I've ever fought a basalts. That's the guy I'm worried about. Wow. Dang it. Maybe should have waited till the daytime. Yeah, well, it was a basalt. It dropped, pulverized obsidian, of all things. Interesting. In my block. Alright, well. Those things to worry about. That's alright. Creepers are the only thing that really annoy me. I need to light it up. Man, those base all suck. Where'd the other one go? There it is. All right. Grab some glowstone, and we'll start lighting this puppy up. I'm just going to throw glowstone down anywhere just to get it started. Pop. I will make this better in a moment. Damn it! Trying to keep that from happening. Damn it! You suck too. Skeleton with boots on. Get it all? Oh, missed two. Fix that in a minute. Alright, that'll get us started. Now if I can just kill stuff without, I don't have to worry about other stuff spawning. Go away. I wish there was seeds that I could use to make like the players show up, like the other players and such. Here, let's see. Get a mega torch. Oh yeah, I'm going to use different lighting completely. Yeah, bear with me a moment. I just want to throw that down to get them cleared out. I'm going to use my favorite lights, which I haven't used yet this stream. Is barrel lanterns. That, those, and that, this, and that, and that. I will reorganize these later off stream so you don't have to worry about them looking as they do, but it's going to look better later anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. I will just use a ton because I don't care. I like these because the light goes through walls. It'll go up and down, so hopefully it'll help keep things from spawning on top of the reactor as I'm building it. A lot of times the light will not go all the way up there. I'm just burning all of these. I don't care how many I use. May look odd, I know, but I'd rather overlap. That one, there's that one. That one will be fine. That one looks good. That's delicious. Yes. Yep. That should be enough, right? Yeah. Ooh, like spike. One too many. Ah! Could undo it, but like I'm having a shortage of these things. I just get click happy is the problem. So I don't have to worry about that this time. Nope. These now. Find out where if I have any holes that need to be fixed. Whoops. Minecraft light through walls. Prefer that, right? Glass, that's true. Even the few spots where there are X's, those will go away as the flare lanterns continue to expand, so shouldn't run into too many spots. That won't go away here soon anyways. All right, that should give me room to start with. Okay. I don't care if it's too centered on top. I just want to make sure I've got room around the sides to work on. Okay. And now these things. So, we have to decide, what am I going to gamble? Do I do the 24 from the bottom or 24 from the middle? I'm thinking 24 from the middle. From the ones that stick out on the upper level. I'm thinking that's the route I want to go. Turtle says the bottom, though. And I am one to trust Turtle. Terrio says the bottom as well. Give me one moment. Let me just see if I can find a quick answer. Lord knows, I'm pretty sure I put it in my own tutorial, but it was a relatively long one. I don't want to pull it up. Oh, that's not it. That's a video. Pulled up my tutorial. Okay, that's... yeah. Not what I was looking for. This. Black. Wow, no one seems to know. All right, we're going to make a gamble, I guess. Yeah, the middle one is above the bottom one. That's the issue. Well, no, it has to be. It has to be a 24 by 24 because that's the maximum size. So if I make it the middle one, and that's really only 23, it's not big enough. I won't get the advancement. But if it is the middle one and I do it from the bottom one, it won't work at all because then I've made it 25 by 25. So again, it's one of those damned if you do kind of situations. You just got to give it a shot. So we'll figure it out. Let me go ahead and put the first row down. I got to put the first row down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I wonder if this works on that. It does not. Okay, didn't think so. How many did I say I did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. So technically, I'm going by the bottom. It needs to be 26, which would be that. Well, both of them won't work if it's wrong. Here's the problem. Both of them will not work is the issue. It has to be perfect or it won't work. So we're going to do it from the bottom one first. Worst case situation, we just have to build it bigger later. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. Ah! I did not give myself a lot of room to work with. I may have to make this a little bit bigger. Here. That's correct. That's what I try to tell people all the time, Jad. Nothing and nobody is perfect. Now, I'm the closest anyone's ever come to being perfect, but even I made a mistake once when I was 7. But, you know, nobody's perfect. It's important to remember that. Glad to see you're on top of that. Let's see here. Guys like for... Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're hanging out and watching today, you're having a good time, please be sure to click like. It is greatly appreciated. That... Too fast. I don't think I have enough of these, but, you know, to start. Cooling it and powering it is the problem. That's where all the work comes in, because every cell has to be powered, which means you need multiple power points connecting them, because power only transfers so far. So this thing is probably the worst thing to build. Next to AE storage, or ME storage. But it's the worst thing to build overall, just for the amount of work that it takes. There's one. One's got to be hollow. There are different ways of cooling it as well. I just need it to fire up. I don't intend to use it as a power source. So for me, it's just a matter of getting it to work. I can fire it up and it makes the amount of power that I need. For that, I don't even care if it melts down. All right, there we go. So that's all we had the juice for right now. Best power creative battery. Jad, you are 100% correct. Well played. Throw those in there. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go. All right, Turtle. See you in a little bit. Is my auto jump on? When you're an Android, your auto jump is always on. There's no way to turn it off, unfortunately, which sucks. But as an Android, it's stuck on. Spider Lamb cheek grabbed it and yeeted across the room. Should have cussed it. You're not like spiders. Octavio, my Wi-Fi is dying. No. Oh, bye, Chart. Oh, shoot, I missed him leaving. I feel bad. Get hip waders. Why, you gonna start lying, Turtle? I also hate step assist. It sucks. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. So let's check our helium again. You know, we got a couple things going at once. Then we'll check cookies. Ooh, 23. Most delicious. Yellow pill resets all of your abilities. So it won't get rid of that. It'll just... It's not an ability that you turn on. It's part of it, sadly. I did not need that one. Come here. Give me that. All right. So, where am I going to put the next one? I mean, technically, I could build in from the side. And I think I'll do that. Just because, again, my goal is to build this as much as possible correctly. But if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to have enough. All right. I'm going to stick it on the outside. I can always break these later. Let's see how we're looking at cooling here and see if we cause a meltdown. We are at negative 3,000 heat. We're going to test it and hope for the very, very best. Oh, good Lord. All right, here we go. How do you become human? Oh, yellow pill will turn you back to human, but then you lose all your Android perks. Or no, red and blue pill. There's red, blue, and yellow. Yellow resets your abilities. Red turns you into an Android. Blue takes you back. It's kind of off the Matrix, right? The red pill, the blue pill. You know? Take this one and go back home, forget everything. Or take this and see how deep the rabbit pill go. That's kind of the concept for that. Boom. All right, let me get back here so that way if I see anything melting, I can... I've had many a meltdowns trying to figure out the pattern that I use. And this is the first time I've used this advanced of a pattern. So, in theory, it's cool enough that it shouldn't. Producing 500,000 RF per tick is not too shabby. Let's see. How long have I been on this world, Chris asks. Let's see. This is episode 18, I want to say. So each episode's about 3.5 hours long. I've played some in between, but probably a month and a half we've been doing this one. Maybe a little less. No, probably a little less than that. Probably less than a month. Majors blow up? Yeah, I've blown up a few of them. Again, trial and error. I lost a lot of them. The early ones. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Meant to click on there. Staying down, which is good. Turn it back off again because it's at max power. I don't need to keep eating fuel. I'm not pulling any power out of it except for like 1 or 2 little spots. The chocolate stuff, which I'm not even using anymore. But that should have made us a little bit of fuel, which should have kicked that into there. Didn't it? Maybe? I don't know. Isotope separator. Never remember where these things are. I may have it already kicking back into the system. I don't even know. Take a look. Should have kicked out. Kicked out. Yeah. Basically, that feeds that into an isotope separator, which breaks it down into items that I can use. It should have put it in there. It didn't. So I don't know what happened to it. Figure that out later, I guess. Let's see. Tried to be fancy and put a very late game fuel using your tutorial of cooling for TBU. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have mine set for TBU fuel as well, because, again, by the time I get to that, I really don't need it for power. It's there in case I do, I guess, right? Oh, we got a few more. We'll let those keep going. Let's really quickly grab Hula. I just want to keep this going. The upside of this is it'll run forever. Like there's no, other than these coolers, there's no other material needed for it. So I'll let it build up for a while. I've got a lot of others in here. I said I may continue trying to expand it inside down the road just to see how high I can get it. But for now, I just want to try to get enough power to kickstart that thing over there. So we need more of that thing over there. Let's work on that. Nuclear craft. Oops. Nuclear art. Wrong word. This guy. What do I need? Those. Some of these. Means I will need some of these, which means I need some of that. Graphite dust. All right. A lot of graphite dust. Real quick, let me grab this. And I need something larger to build this into. I want it up in there. We need to put a bigger one on there anyways. I don't know why I'm still using it. Get out of here. That in, that in, that in. And kick into there, which should kick it back into this system. Now all I need is my regular crusher. Where'd I put that at? Crusher. That for now. Get away. Whoa! All right, hit a wrong button and my game froze. There we go. And where's my crusher? Still have all of its upgrades? It does. Good. Dang it! Wrong machine. I was afraid of that. Did not need to do that. Alright, have all these. Goes to the manufacturer. I can never remember which one it goes in. Purely my fault. Boo. Give me some nibs while it's at it. Pressure was not needed. There for now. Let that build up. Let's see here. The controller is a big pain in the butt. Yep. Graphite dust. I'm going to need a lot of graphite dust. I may need to put a bigger chest back there. Connect. Pull it up there, and around. It's not attractive, but it'll work. Sorry, just working on trying to make this a little bit more streamlined. I know I'm about to make it a mess out of what I just did, so I'm aware. Because I can grab them before they break. Come on. Bigger in there. This. There. Shut up. Let's see. There. The prettiest thing I've done, but it'll get the job. That will feed that. I mean, I could have just put another wireless, but already got that. All right, so that's going to put those automatically back into the system. That should go in a great folder. Groovy. All right. Oh, we've got some heads. Oh, let's take a look at those. I don't think I have that Donald Duck head yet. There's a head. There's a head. Spider head's a duplicate. Up there. I think that's all of them. Still, that's 4 heads. Take a look. Woohoo! I do not see the duck head, so the duck head is all win. That makes me happy. Duck head. All right. What is this? This is a regular looking head turkey. I want to say I've got turkey. Yep, there's turkey. I don't need turkey. I've already got the spider. This is Pahamar. Rorax. Somebody with glasses. Armor. Okay, I've already got him. All right, well, we got one new one. That's good. That's the important part. That we continue our wall o' heads. Pleases me so much. See all these delicious craniums. Woohoo! Bonk. All right, let's see here. Using the mob spike thing with the lever to get heads. With the lever. No, I'm just using diamond spikes. Diamond spikes count as player kills, so it'll cause heads to drop. And then they just get into my item collector and then feed directly into my system. Also, oh, XP's full. Let's see if this one's full too. Oh goodness, they're almost all full. Let's grab that. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I like diamond spikes because you get a lot better stuff from it. Just because it gives you, as a player kill, you get the experience, you get a higher selection of items. What else? Flux is nice. I use Flux a lot in Sky Factory 3 more than I use it in 4. It's definitely the best thing. You know what I need? I need a tank that'll hold a bunch of experience. Control click the pylon. Yeah, I hit control click the pylon. Nothing is happening. Nothing happened when I hit control click the pylon. I'll try hitting control click here. Still 500. Nothing is happening. I'm hitting control click in the pylon. It's still taking it down 500 at a time. I'm holding control down as I'm clicking this. Still doing 500. But that's okay. It's empty now. Woohoo! Let's see here. There. Black hole tank. That is not a bad idea, Jad. I don't know why it censored that on you. YouTube censored your comment of black hole tank. Black hole unit, controller, black hole tank. Let's see if we can put XP in this thing. What am I missing? Oh, one of these. Tank. Black hole tank, won't you come? How would one put? That'll work. Fluid. Cable. Tank. Singularity tank. These. I don't think it'll go in automatically. I think I'm going to have to do that. That. We'll give that a moment to drain me of my 200 plus levels. But, yeah, I'm just going to take this over there and hook it up to the pylon specifically. Yeah, I agree. I'm just going to, yeah, once I get the XP out of me, I'll just take it over there and plug it up to it, and it'll run automatically. Grab what I'll need to do that. I'll need one more fluid extraction cable. Fluid cables. That should... I mean, I don't need experience for anything anymore. I've already bought all of my Android abilities. So, kind of a moot point, but why don't you put a lot of it in the pylon? Oh, I guess I could auto feed it into that, couldn't I? That would work. Ouch! Who the hell just hit me? Where'd you come from, Dark Hacks? Could have at least give me a head. Give me a bone. Sucks. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll do it. It'll work. Yep. Wow, it only took me down to 122. I have a lot of XP in me. I've been cleaning this out every so often. Let's see. XP in there. It's not a bad idea. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I appreciate it. That was a good idea. There's all my XP. Now all the XP in the world will be saved there. Phenomenal. Let's check on our cookies. Cookies! That's not cookies. 9 more delicious cookies. Oh, snap! We've completed 6 of the 8. Delicious. How are we doing on emeralds? I actually don't need emeralds anymore, so as soon as that finishes draining out, we'll be done. Probably going to have some excess I'm going to have to break, but that's all right. We'll take care of that. And I can go back to putting regular stuff in there. Oops, spelt table wrong. Table. That. And I need my ingot casts, of which I have 4. I only need those. Thank you, Eddie McDaniel, for the sub. I appreciate you hanging out on the channel today. Thank you for coming by. Very cool. That one's empty. So I gotta break it. I don't know why I stopped there. Ba-ba-ba. Bonk. Bonk. Here. So if any of you were here last night, you may remember that at one point, while I was making my delicious cookies, it ran out of power. And I couldn't figure out why. Well, yesterday, before the stream started, I'd replaced a bunch of torches with glowstone, and I'd knocked the torch out from underneath of this, and I ran out of lava. I didn't realize it till my emerald stopped cooking. I was like, what the hell? Where'd all my power go? My bad. All right. Let me break that. More. Throw that in here for now. Boop. All right, so let's see what. So yeah, we're back working on. Let's see how we're doing on the graphite now. If we can get back to our reactor that we were working on. Now that we've taken a brief detour. Nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactor. I need this. I need tons of these. Make all the ones that I can. There we go. And I made shears again. Damn it to hell. Hate that I do that every single time I make those things. Those 49. It's a start. I'll take it. Ooh, we're going to need so many of these. I did not realize I was that low on graphite. I would have got it going earlier. Well, while we're waiting on that, let's work on a couple of the other components we're going to need. Probably should have watched my own tutorial, reminding myself how to do this. Where is the central piece? I forget what it's called. No, it's not in that one. Speakers covering part of the screen. I don't remember what it's called. Black thing. It takes like 4 squares. It's got to be part of nuclear craft. Not know why I don't see it. All right. Let's pull up this controller. Nope, it's not a controller. The hell is the name of that thing? Reactor? That's not it. Fusion? There it is. Fusion core. Aha. Here we go. Well, I know I don't have any of these yet, but we can work on this. I need a chemical reactor. Ooh, I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff for chemical reactor. What do you need? Oh, I need all these things again. Make a few of these and try and... Am I out already? I'm already out of graphite. Okay. Graphite. My own fault for not putting enough in there, so we will get that done. Graphite. I have 227,000. I think it's safe that I can spare some. You're sitting for 5 minutes. That's not cool. It has 40,000 in 5 minutes. Well, if you were to divide 2.1 billion by 40,000 and then and that by 5 minutes, you're looking still at a horrendous amount of time, unfortunately. Right, that should get us a chunk of those going. Here. pretty close to full. Close enough, anyway. Oh. Build us some time. While that's building up, we'll take a look at coolers. Oops. Coolers. Wrong button. Over here going. Again, even though I have it off now, I'm going to end up using it. We'll need this eventually. And even though I've reached a cooling point that it's not needed any longer, still does not hurt to be prepared. Because I could just smack another set without any coolers on them square in the middle. If I got enough coolers around the outside, I could just put some actual cores and such right in the center. And then I don't even need coolers around them if I've already got enough coolers built. What's that put me at for... Well, no, 10,000 minutes or 10,000 times 5 minutes. It's 2.1 billion divided by 40,000. He got 40,000 in 5 minutes. So if you divide 2.1 billion by 40,000, then you have to then multiply that by 5 minutes. Then you divide that by 60 minutes to find out how many hours that is. Negative 6,000. That makes me much happier. Boop. How many hours is that? Because again, my math is not strong. I'm not going to be able to do this on my own. All right, we should get enough to hopefully build the middle part anyways. Let's see. We were going back to... Ouch. Got my core. Where'd it go? It was a core, right? Did I lose it already? There it is. Fusion core. All right. I need some of these. Oh, wait, this is different. Well, unexpected. Still need these. Go a little bit slower, so don't make shears. No. All right, so I am going to need elite plating. I need 4 of those. 4. A redstone again. Figures. Big pain in the butt. Yeah, that is for sure. For sure. Redstone to get us going. No. Done. Back to our fusion core. Again, we're in here. We're in here. We're in here. There's where we are. I need all these I can make anyways, so I'm just going to make a bunch. I'll need those for the other nuclear parts, but now let's take a step in. So, what am I missing? I'm missing the outer edges and the machines on the left and right. So let's do the machine on the left and right first. What do I need for this? Just the top and bottom, okay? These. And I need 1 of these. Probably needed 2 of each, but that's fine. That's done. Now I need this machine. Yep, same thing. Okay. These, and it's actually 2 of the exact same machines. I didn't realize that. Right, so chemical reactor, rock crusher. I made 2 of those. I could have sworn. All right, let me go back and make another. Yeah, okay, there we go. I guess I just didn't build it. There we go. Now I need the 4 corners. All right. So first things first, I need this. Do I have the components? Of course not. I need uranium 238, which is going to be pulled from oxide. Uranium in an isotope separator. That we can do. Okay. I've got uranium. I have 118,000 uranium. That we can do. Isotope separator is that one. And that should make us a whole bunch of love. That will kick that in there. Yes. Okay. I don't have that one automatically going anywhere yet, so I'll give that a minute to fill up and I'll grab it. Let's see. See the inserters to 0 ticks. Oh, you guys are having a conversation. Okay, let's make sure I'm not missing any questions here. And again, I appreciate everybody coming by today, hanging out. It's cool. This actually may be enough. We didn't need a ton, but I don't know if I'll need it for something later, so I'm making extra. Have it to spare. Fusion reactor. There's that. So I need 4 of these. Okay, there we go. So now I need 4 of these. I need the red thing. All right, what's the red stuff? Crystal binder. All right, what am I missing here? The top 2. Okay. I need crushed site and oh god, it's calcium sulfate. Oh Jesus Christ. That's why I was automating calcium sulfate. Oh god, I hate calcium sulfate. This is going to take forever. Crystallizer, multiple. Why is it so bad? It's to get calcium sulfate and to get all the fluids you need to it. It's about a, at least if you want to automate it, about a 20-step process. That's just the machines. That's not counting the tanks in between, the cables, and everything else. You can manually do it just to make how many you need. Something was telling me I needed a lot of it. I want to say you also need it for some of the solar stuff. That was that thing that was on the other world that I said that I'd struggle with, that was inside a compact machine, was all a massive build. That was to make calcium sulfate. Because to make calcium sulfate, I need these 3. But to get fluorite water, I need this. But to get this, I need crushed fluorite. To get crushed fluorite, I need fluorite water. I need diorite. It's all of these making so many different components. I'm not going to automate it. I'm going to manually do it because it is by far, just to make what we need, it sucks. Okay, so we're gonna make this our calcium sulfate station. This has got to go. Out of the way. I'm gonna need a bunch of different machines down here. I'm just gonna manually move things with a tank myself instead of trying to automate it, because it's still gonna suck, but it'll work. Let's see. I'm going to need more energy cables. Come on, click on the damn thing. Now! Thank you. Out of there. Look. Some of these things are going to have to exit into tanks. I'm going to have to take those tanks and move them somewhere else, or run them to another thing. And like I said, it's a multi-step process. Calcium sulfate. I had completely forgotten about it. All right. So, like anything, the first step is reverse engineering it. Calcium sulfate solution. That's what you need to make calcium sulfate. So, we need to go back to the beginning. Fluorite water. I need fluorite water. Fluorite water, which is crushed fluorite and water. So I'm going to need infinite water source, and I'm going to need diorite being crushed, which that was something I was already working on. So that's actually not going to be horrible. So let me grab rock crusher. We'll get that started. Grab upgrades, right? Upgrades. Have any? Yes. Okay. That going. I'm going to need a chest. A lot of chests. Grab a couple of these too. Just going to start with a small chest at first. Need cables. Those. All the extraction cables. Start with the item ones. Item extraction cables. All right. Item extraction cable. Not the one I put in there. That's going to pull my diorite out. Pull my diorite up. So I'm going to pull the other things out. So I only need one of the 3 things it's going to make. And this to wireless. Some of the wireless. The other stuff I may need later, so I don't want to get rid of it. I mean, some of it I know I need, so pop that in there. Grab a GPS. We're going to speed solve this problem, by God. That's true. You don't need a whole lot. That's why I'm not going to automate it like I did last time. Because again, back in the day, my goal was to figure out how to automate everything. So there's one that leads inside, right? No, that's not the right chest. That'll work. You go in there, be on the safe side. Now, the 3 things that come out of that. Now we need to look into the recipe. Wrong word, calcium. Calcium sulfate, fluorite water, crushed fluorite, which is pulled from this. So I need fluorite, carabite, and zircon. Fluorite. Actually, I could probably just do it with fluorite. I don't have any. Any at all. Break that for a minute. Must have used it all already. Diorite. Gimme. You. Smash rock. Okay. Some of that. Good enough. All I need for now. Give me this. Should have broke this. I did not. Probably something in it. Yep. Okay. So here, one here. This one, you're going to blacklist fluorite because I don't want it going through. Here, we're going to whitelist the fluorite so that it goes through. Now, stuff that I don't need will all kick into that. Problem solved. That fluorite I want. We'll hang on to that for a minute. Let's see. I typed flour. Is that what it was? What is the time in my country? It is 8:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I've got the diorite started. I probably should get that going while I've got some diorite to go. Get that starting to build up. All right, now we go back to the calcium fluorite. All right, so here's our crushed fluorite. It's going to combine with water in a fluid enricher. I need a fluid enricher. I didn't know. Nah, it's not an enricher. Dang it. Okay. Thought I'd check. Fluid enricher. Need the bottom thing, right? Enricher. Giving me that. You're going to auto feed it into the next machine? Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to auto feed some of this stuff. Some of it I'm going to have to manually do. All right. Do I have any speed ups that I don't need over here anymore? Yes. Grab some of those. That's going to go in there. Now I need an infinite water. That'll work. Not the biggest, but it'll do. That is a chest. Did the wrong thing. Why did it change colors? And now it's in the hell. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, now that's annoying me. That's not enough water. Give me the big one. Yeah, I'm going to auto-feed some of these things in. Yeah, I'll auto-feed what I can for sure. I just won't be able to auto-feed all of it. Let's do that. I'm setting this on top because I may want to use it to run something else that needs water as well. All right. Now we're getting fluorite water. That is enricher. Go back to our calcium. I spelled wrong again. Fluid enricher gives us the fluid water. Okay. Fluorite water goes into it. Okay, so we've got the fluorite water. Fluorite water is one of the 2 things that we need to finish up all of this. Now, that said, we need a lot of it because that liquid is actually going to Stop that. That liquid's going to be used in multiple different components. So let me grab us something that will hold a lot of it. We're going to do some more. We're going to use those black hole tanks, by God. Because I would much rather it just run forever. Rather have too much than too little. We're going to be using PRCs for this. It's like I said, it's a multi-step process. That in here. And black hole tank. That. Don't think it's going to automatically pull, but we'll check. Nah, didn't think so. Okay. That. We'll need another fluid extraction cable. That. Which will pull into my tank. Okay, fluorite water's doing. I hate the PRC. Oh, yeah, we're going to be using a bunch of them. All right, so here we go. Yes, you are correct. I should do that. Thank you very much. Okay, is it Shift A? I can never remember. Shift A, that's what it is. How do you get rid of it? Shift A again. Get rid of all this stuff I don't need on here. I'm always accidentally saving recipes. Okay, so we got calcium sulfate. There we go. So now, that's going to have to go into a chemical reactor. We're going to wait on that because we've got a little while to go. Soon got it to work. Almost makes me want to delete my worlds. All right, well, if you have questions about the PRC, hit me. I'm happy to help you out while we're on it. Sulfuric acid, which comes from sulfuric acid. Isn't that intriguing? It has to be condensated. So I need that sulfuric acid, which comes from a chemical infuser, which is made by sulfuric trioxide. Sulfuric trioxide is another chemical infuser, which is made from oxygen. Which, of course, as we know, comes from an electrolytic separator. So we need water and an electrolytic separator to get our oxygen. That's first. Water and an electrolytic separator. Okay. Get an electrolytic separator. Whew, we'd be missing something there. Separator. That's going to come here. Now, I'm going to set that in the middle for now. It has to bounce a couple different ways. All right, so there's our electroscopic power. I'm going to need another water source for that, which is going to be here for now. Best, but it'll do. I'm going to have to make some more water, infinite water sources. I wonder if I've got some extra ones here. Hey, that's better. I got all this extra chocolate stuff I'm not going to need anymore. Might as well use the parts while I've got them, water source. That will be better. All right, so that's automatically going to make those two things. Now, I need oxygen. I don't think I need hydrogen. Let's be sure. Sulfuric acid is water and liquid trioxide. Wait a minute. This is the other problem that you run into with this. This is the issue here. So, sulfuric acid, there are different types of sulfuric acid. Mechanism and nuclear craft. And they have very different recipes. Nuclear craft. That one uses chemical reactors. Okay. I think I wanted the other one. It makes the same thing at the end, but I need mechanism. Yeah, this is going to be easier in the long run. So I need that one. I need sulfuric trioxide. I need oxygen. That's it. Oxygen. Grab my. Do I have any more fluid extraction cables? I do not. Fluid extraction cables. Don't mind if I do. 11 of them. That'll work. Let's see if it'll pull out of this. Not sure. And that one. Nope, clicked on the wrong one again. Need the. Nope, did it wrong again. So it's the mechanism one. All right, so that oxygen needs to go into a chemical infuser. Oh, and it also needs sulfur dioxide. That's what it is. It needs two different fluids going in. I remember now. Okay. Why did your comment get deleted? I believe he retracted it. If you delete it yourself, it says retracted. Yes. Yeah. All right. So sulfur dioxide has to go in with the oxygen. So I need a chemical infuser feeding into it, and I need sulfur dioxide coming in the other side. So let's get the chemical infuser real quick. At least we've got the machine going. Infuser. Factory chemical infuser. Missing some tanks. User. Thank you. Now, if that is true, then that means I don't need that. Chemical infuser should go pop right in there. Oxygen. Good. Don't need to move it. So on the other side, that's when we need to make the other fluid. I need the mechanism, which is sulfur dioxide, which is a chemical oxidizer with sulfur. I remember that step. Sulfur dioxide from sulfur. A chemical oxidizer. Okay? Oxidizer. So, tank. Oxidizer. A personal chest. One of those in it forever. Chemical oxidizer. Chest. That. Let's see. Let's see. For free insanium. Are you talking about what I'm working on? Is almost made you quit? Yeah, understand that. Not fun. Okay, so I'm gonna need it here. Hang on a second. Outputs does it got? Front, back. That front in, front back out. Should work there. In theory. We'll see. Sulfur. See if we've got any. If not, I remember, again, I automated making sulfur, which was a whole nother step. Let's throw that in there. See what we get from it. That needs some upgrades. I'm going to upgrade everything to speed this up if I can. Upgrades. I need 8. And power I probably don't need, but why not? 8. Speed is more important. Get those in first. All right, so sulfur trioxide. Is this getting it? It is not. So this machine is not feeding it out. I was afraid of that. Okay, so let me break it again before we go up too far. But there's a way to auto feed it. I'm just trying to make sure I get the right one. It's empty. It's getting it. Excellent. That one's working. Okay. Why do you prefer simple storage over ME? Number one, it's superior. And I say that from a building it standpoint. The amount of materials that it would take, because I get asked this at least once. So not that I mind. I just to give an example. All right. So I've got all these compact checks with files in them. In order to store majority of these things, in an ME system, I would have to have an ungodly amount of ME drives. Let me give you an example. An ME drive will hold, what, 8? It holds 64 different items. And it'll only hold, and you have to make a really huge one to hold a whole bunch of each of those 64 items. Or I can take a filing cabinet, throw a folder in there, which takes 10 seconds and almost no materials to make, and it will hold almost an infinite amount of a same item. I'm going to have a few more of these, for sure. It's a couple extra steps to get the folders in there. But I will have an infinite amount of things, and it will take 1/100th the amount of materials it would take to build all the ME drives and storage components that you would need to store less than what this one filing cabinet would hold. Now, you can use filing cabinets with ME as well. But by that point, I've already got this. This is easier to make than it is to make this. So I'll have this well ahead of time. By the time I have this stuff to make these, I really don't need it. It doesn't provide me anything that I really need that I can't already do with simple storage. So that would be the reason. We sat and we looked at it. The amount of times that it would take, the amount of drive bays I would have to have full of drives, because each one only holds 64 items, right? Even if I make it huge. Right, but again, that holds 16,000 items. 16,000 of an item. So even if you have all of them for that, one whole drive for that, right? That's 8 of those things. You think about that. One folder in here will hold like 1 billion. And again, that's what I said. By the time I get to auto crafting, I already have everything set up to auto craft. It makes it easy to make 1 billion of an item that you're never going to need 1 billion of. But it allows you to make a horrendous amount of stuff that you will never use. And that's why. That's me personally. By the time you get to the point where you can then start automating, or you can start automating those things, really not going to help you. All right, I need some sulfur. Sulfur seeds may be the best way to get it. I will need some sulfur first. Rock crusher from granite. That's right. I had to automate that too. I'm going to need some of this other stuff. All right. So I'm going to need a second rock crusher. Of course I am. Build that. Rock crusher. Fortunately, not too hard to make. Just a couple components. Except I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, gold nugs. Well, that's not too bad. Nugs. Rock crusher. These. The only downside of these is I'm going to manually add the rocks to this, but I wanted to automate it. So I had compact machines with all the seeds in it feeding in automatically. So you can imagine how big that's another step to try to get this going. Now the rock crusher, I'm just going to put over here. Don't need it to connect anything. Let's see. Auto crafting is the best though. Auto crafting is only the best if you need to auto craft something. Auto crafting for auto crafting's sake doesn't benefit you at all. So again, if it's taking you an extra hour and a half to build something so you can have an infinite amount of something you don't need, you've wasted an hour and a half. I'm all about cost effectiveness. You know what I mean? The amount of effort that has to be put into something to make it worthwhile. If I need 1,000 of something, I'm just going to make 1,000 of something easily. If I need 1,000,000 of something, I'm auto craft it. But you normally don't need 1,000,000 of anything. All right, so let me see here. So I was doing a rock crusher. Again, I'm going to need a couple chests. This time I'm just going to feed it into the chest. So I'm going to use a big chest. Item extraction cable. Item extraction cable. And that need these. It did. I think it was diorite that I needed for that one, right? Nope, what's the red one? Crap, I forget. I don't use the red one now. Oh, I know. I was making sulfur. That's what it was. Trying to remember what I was trying to make there. All right, so sulfur. Ew, sulfur dust. Be made by 1,000,000 different things. You crush netherrack. Well, if I didn't already need netherrack for something else, I would do that. Wondering if it'd be better to crush netherrack. There we go. Granite. That's what I'm looking for. Granite. I need diorite for that. God, I remember I had to automate diorite in a separate compact machine. So yeah, again, these are the snags you run into, right? So you need tons of diorite. You need to crush some of it, and you need to or you need to also go ahead and use it for the other machine. So I need it for multiple different things. So I had, like I said, if you're, again, remind me afterwards, I'll show you what it looks like all built and automated. Whoops, just lost my Paxel. Pull that out in a minute. Some quartz going, and I should probably fire up some more diorite anyways. Well, hello there. Thank you for tapping me on the shoulder. He taps me on the shoulder when he wants pets. How's sugarcane going? It's all right. It's all right. I can make, there's nothing that you can do in ME that I can't do outside of ME. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder. But that just depends on which one you're running. Again, I'm not sure why everyone is, for some reason, is just have it built in where they feel that I need to be convinced ME is better. It's never going to happen. ME sucks balls. So that's just my take on it. Which one was I speeding up? Wasn't it this one? Yes. I have no boosts in that one, or is it? No, it was this first one. That's what it was. I could have sworn I put some upgrades in one of these things. Oh, it was that one. Okay. That's the one that crunches sulfur. That's why. All right, so now we've got that in there. Now we'll make a ton of diorite. Boop, 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 boop. And get some diorite going. Oh, no. Damn it. That's not where the diorite goes. That's where the granite goes. That's where the diorite goes. That's okay. A little bit extra. And now I'll grab some granite. That for granite. Oh, I got it here. Hey, what's up, Nexus? G'day, g'day. I prefer simple, less materials, and endless amounts of space. I agree 100%. That's why I do this. Cut. Why did I just put all that away? All right, so that's going to start giving us our sulfur. Going to give us some other things that we don't really need. Let me grab that crushed fluorite. We'll go ahead and throw it over here. Not that we really need it that much, but throw it in there. And sulfur is going to end up going over here. I could auto feed it, but I really don't need to. We'll just manually do that. Let's see here. As soon as you get diamond, you pretty much have simple storage done. That is an exactly good correct here. Your simple storage, I will have completely built out and inside of a compact machine, ready to run, taking up 1 square before an ME drive is finished. Is there a machine hopper that passes 50% of items to a side and another 50% to another side? There is not, but you can just put a chest there and blacklist, whitelist. Put 2 cables. You know, have say you want half it to go away. Oh, wait a minute, all of one item. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, I understand what you mean. You mean all of one item, not split the 2 different items going a different direction. Yeah. For simple storage, should I use filing cabinets for specific items and large chests for mixed items? I agree. Yes, simple builds. The filing cabinets are great. And again, once you make a file for something, you've never got to touch it again, which is a nice step. So this is going to go, I'm just building up some sulfur here. Nice. Going to build up a nice chunk of this. We don't need a horrendous amount, but we're working on it. What do I not have over here? What is that not getting? Oh, right. I forgot. I don't need hydrogen. So it stopped because it stopped making stuff. Now it should start making the right stuff again, right? Theory. Yep. Sulfur dioxide cranking up to the top. Excellent. Excellent. So that works. Yeah, stackable. Anything that's stackable, you want to file for. And it doesn't take long. Like, I'll show you what I do here. I have an overflow chest, right? Here's the overflow chest. At the end of the stream, after I log off, I'll grab the few things that are stackable, right? Go downstairs where my simple storage is. Oops, I went the wrong direction, though. Go over to this table I've already got set up. Folder. 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 Walk over. I've already got a cabinet open. I know where I'm going to continue from. Done, done, done. It takes me 5 minutes to do the few new things that I've taken in here. Most of this stuff isn't stackable anyways. You can't stack seeds in a folder. They don't go in a folder and stuff. It's just a few things that are in here that need it. And then I'm done for the day. In the early game, you'll have a little bit more, but again, it does not take long at all to put that through. Then you never got to touch them again. Okay, so we've got that, right? We've got sulfur going. We've got our sulfur dioxide going. We are getting our sulfur trioxide. So we need the sulfur trioxide. Let's see why. Where was sulfur trioxide going? Mechanism. Sulfur trioxide was going into another chemical infuser with water vapor. Different than regular water. So I need another chemical infuser. Let's find one. Infuser. I'll need to make tanks. User. Yep. So user. Hopefully, this will work. It does not. Okay. Not going to take that type of pipe. And I forgot I lost my Paxel. Where'd my Paxel go? Give me that. Okay. That's not going to work. So I need the other types of cable-y tube things. What are those called? No, that's not it. Is it tubes? I always forget what they're called. What's the things that I use before I'm gonna have to go look at it. Damn it. Yeah, it's a gas. That's right. Let's see here. I've done simple storage. As you said, it works like a charm. Exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Like I said, especially, like I said, then if you take the next step and move it into a compact machine, it takes 1 block. Beauty. Opinion on black hole units. They're nice. I mean, they're fine. I've never tried to hook a simple storage system to one, but feasibly it could work. It'd be cool if that would work for infinite storage of an item. But yeah, I mean, I use them occasionally. I've got a black hole tank right here I'm using already. All right. Humana. I forget what the thing is I need to move this up here. Tubes. That's pressurized tubes. Thank you very much. Cannot for the life of me remember those things. Pressurized tubes. Do I have any already? Oh, no. They're all inside my HDPE. All right. That'll work. You, tube it up. Did not tube it up. And maybe I used the wrong tube. I don't use tubes. It's been forever since I used tubes. Yes, I know. It's exciting, isn't it? Advanced, elite, pressurized. Oh, there's only one tube. Usage gas transfer pipe. Hold L shift. Okay. So this is a machine that it has to come out the front then. All right. It's not going to come out of the top. No, don't feed it into that. Might. Hang on. Break that. To put the water there. Right. Yeah, that'll still work. I just don't want that going under there. So I need the tube here and into there. All right. There we go. That should now, in theory, be going somewhere, but it is not. Okay, so now we're going to do this. Okay, oh, well, I guess I do have to go up 1 sideways, because I have a feeling it's going to make me go in the side. It did. Okay, so that had to go in the side. All right, that'll work. Right, so the front didn't work. It had to be from the side. The front is the exit port. The sides are the in port. I had forgotten that, which means I'll probably have to rearrange some of this stuff later. In fact, let me do it now so I'm not messing with myself later. Break that. Give me that. That needs to go up 1 higher. Because if it doesn't, when I pull whatever it is out of the front, later it's just going to connect to this same tube. You know what I mean? If I pulled it out of the front when it was lower, it would just snagged onto this. So there we go. That's up there. That's running that. So now let's find out what the other fluid we need to go in that side is. All right. So pink. Oh, yeah. Water vapor, which is water being deconcentrated from a rotary condensator. All right, let me grab that. These I know how to use. Oh, I've already got one. Beauty. And I'm going to want that to feed in from this side. Let's get a little bit more power up. There. And all goes well. Which side does that go out of? It's going to come out of this side, right? Yes, maybe. Partially. Okay. And again, I need another water. Where have I got one? Whoops, elevator. What does this make? This makes obsidian. I don't need any more obsidian. Give me. Oh, look at that. Flop. And then we reverse it. Toggle. Water will be going into that. That'll be going into that. That'll make our sulfuric acid. Okay. Whew. So many different, like I said, this thing takes a ton of steps. And again, what the hell is... Sorry. Found something. I don't know what it is. I always worry the cats ate it. Are those real words? I'm all about educating you guys. I'm Canadian. Those are Canadian words. You believe me, right? I wouldn't lie to you. It's a Draven we're talking about. When I tried using gas and other stuff, it was hard to move it using those tubes. It can be. One thing you can do is literally a lot of times in these machines, if you don't want to, you can just stick a tank down here. Then take the tank over and stick it in the next machine. That's a manual way of doing it. Well, I shouldn't say almost all of these, you can stick a tank in it and it'll pull it out and put it in the next one. Until stuff like HDPE, I agree. HDPE is the toughest thing ever, man. I concur 100%. All right, so we've got our sulfuric acid going. All right, let's go back a step. Where are we now? So that's our sulfuric acid. We're almost there, to be honest with you. So our sulfuric acid has to mix with the fluorite water. And that is going to give us our calcium sulfate solution. That's where the final step eluded me for a very long time. We'll talk about that in a moment. So we need a chemical reactor to combine the two. So let's build one of those. I should have... That's too many things. Chemical reactor. Sweet, we've got one. So this is going to be the last thing. In theory, it's not. It's actually the second to last thing. I forgot. There's one more step. But that's that. Got power. Needs upgrades. Where can I steal some upgrades? Nope. 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 Ooh, I may have to make some. Marshmallow. Delicious. Here's some. That'll work. There's that. Get out of there. That. Okay. So, we should have enough to almost get started here. Hey, welcome back, Chard. What up? We're still dancing around this same stuff. I got those things in here. Those are things I picked up from my example earlier. Those. Okay. So this machine needs to have two fluids coming into it, right? That is our fluorite water and our sulfuric acid. So we are going to wirelessly pump those in. I'm not running cables all over the place. Those, I'll need fluid extraction cables and fluid cables. I've already got those. I'll need to GPS them to a couple tanks, but that will work. So you, off the front, fluid number one. Second fluid, this one, which we've already learned has to come out of the front. Hopefully it'll pull out of that. If not, we'll worry about it in a moment. See, nothing. So no, that won't work. Okay, we may have to manually run then. That's okay. Still doable. So that fluid is the sulfuric acid. So the sulfuric acid needs to be... I'm not sure it matters which side they go in on this thing. So that should be okay. Where's our tubes? We need more tubes. Going to go tubing. We'll now make words like gnarly references and other 80s words that were cool when I was a child that are not that cool now. Tubes. Just tube. We'll make a couple tubes. Tubes. All right. Tube. Tube. There. 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 Is that working? That is working. All right. So now all we need is that stuff, which means I'm going to tank work. Let's make a little bit of tank space. That'll work. Extraction cable there. And GPS. Yes. Bonk our tank. There we go. Now it is making calcium sulfate solution, which is what we need. Unfortunately, it's also making hydrofluoric acid. This is where I got boned before. And I think I'm going to have to change one of these things to make this work. Give me just a moment. I'm going to have to make the tube go in the top. Hopefully that will work. That still work? I may not have any more in there, to be honest with you. Oh, okay, I don't. Okay. That needs to go in the top. Okay. Tubes. Let's see. I'm always scared at night since it's pitch black outside. I concur. Yeah, man. PRCs. Again, if you have questions about PRC, specific things you need to know, let me know. I'm happy to look into it for you. Simple storage. I concur. All right, so there we go. That's feeding in there. Now I need 2 fluids to come out of here. This is where we run into the issue. Because I need trash. And I'm going to need a bucket. Oh, wait. Wait. No. Dropping things in the wrong spot. Need trash, fluid. That I'll need. I'm going to need a bucket. So when I was originally working on putting this as a fully automated system, which, again, I have figured out at this point. What did I grab? Hydrofluoric. Okay. That. Hydrofluoric. They're going to whitelist. Work. Don't need it. Get it out of there. Okay, now take this. So I need it to stop making things for a minute. I need all this sulfuric acid to be gone. Shift click to clear tank. Shift click. Okay, there we go. See, the problem I ran into before is when I originally started working on this many moons ago. I'm gonna have to change this over here too. Dang it. I was hoping that was going to work, but it's not. Okay. I was using an older version of the game that hadn't been updated yet. And in that version, there was no whitelist or blacklist in fluid extraction cables. And trying to do all this without having that was the thing that was killing me. There just wasn't a way to make it work. And then once somebody told me, hey, update and you'll get that option, it made it so much easier. It fixed everything. Let's see. It took 1 million years to get storage thing. Yes, I concur. It takes a lot. Gotta go. All right, Simple Builds, thank you for coming by. Crazy has an idea. I'd love to hear it, Crazy. Jad, yes, Chard, is there a way to make output chest in app 2 like simple storage? Ooh, that I'm not sure. I mean, you can run it the same way. Yes, I don't think it'll be an overflow, but you can connect to a chest. I don't think there's a way to... Yes, I know you want cuddles, buddy. All right. Okay, so I don't think that I know of a way to do that, but again, my knowledge of it is a little bit more limited. I don't know of a way to overflow items at that point. I'm sorry. So if there is a way, that is not something that I'm not sure. Heard a song playing and there was nothing on that song. I'm confused by that, but okay. Use the applied stuff, but not get the storage cell. You can, like I said, you can do that. You can connect it to your filing cabinets. That's what these are. This one here, I have no storage at all. This is just connected to the filing cabinets using the cables the same way that you can. So you can do all the same stuff. If you really want to use the ME terminal, you can do that without ever having to make any of the horrendously bad storage stuff. And that's the problem. It's the storage cells. If you want to use that with the folders, then yeah, I mean, right on par at that point. All right, so what was I making? Oh yeah, I remember. So we've got this. All right, so that's going in there. That's going to trash. Now I need another fluid extraction cable. And this one has to run to the last machine that we need, which is a crystallizer. Crystallizer is... This will need power. I'm going to have to run power to it. That's okay. That I can fix. I didn't do the layout here the best, but that's okay. Needs power. I can do that real quick. Let me see. Power. One, two, three. Oh. And power cable. There. Oops. Oops, extra one. Two extra ones. Oh. Oops. Stairs. Stairs on my head. All right. That is going to be making that. Means now we can go back to our tubes. Do that. Oh, no. Oops. No. Damn it. Forgot a step. Oh, I think I ruined it. Okay, because if you're not careful, This will fill with hydrochloric acid. And then you've got to bust this and switch it all out, yada, yada, yada. I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. I got it done. Blacklisting, that is the important part. So now it'll only send in my calcium sulfate solution, which will need some upgrades. I need some speed upgrades. None left. None left. Gonna have to make some. Okay, we'll make a couple upgrades. I'm all right. Upgrades. Upgrade. Before those. May not have enough gold. Oh, I do. Sweet. Get to work. Funk. Funk. Calcium sulfate. Good Lord. All right. Well, that took a little bit, but as you can see, things have slowed down because somewhere in the process we've run out of stuff, right? So in here, that's working. The oxygen stopped going into this because I ran out of this because I'm out of sulfur. But that's fine. Sulfur we need. Need that in here. Again, I'm not making a ton. I'm just making enough to make us that component we need to make the middle of the nuclear reactor. Let's see here. What did we miss? Hi, I'm Ethan. Hello, Ethan. Thank you for coming by. He's Blackwell Unit Controller. Sunday is doing... People talk about Sunday. I have to check that person out. I've never seen any of their stuff. I am so paranoid since outside is pitch black. Well, don't go outside. You should be fine. Promise. It's always safer inside where the light is. Well, most of the time. I broke an energy pipe. I broke the energy pipes that were extra. Oh, that one there? That's okay. That was just running extra. They're both running to the same point. I can throw one down there. It just loops it. Thank you, though, for pointing that out. I appreciate it. Dumb? Nah, you're fine. 10 years later, the energy is a loop. Yeah, so it's okay. All right, so 7. So I'm waiting on... Oh, I'm going to need more sulfur. Feeding the sulfur in here. Uses my tutorials? Well, that'd be very flattering. People talk about Sunday a lot, so that would be very flattering to know that. Be cool. Stop in and say hi one day. All right. Just trying to get enough stuff to get this going. 7. What am I missing in here? Oh, no. No more's flowing in because it's clogged. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to be a problem. Okay, let me break this. Some got in the pipe before I blacklisted it. Shift-click that. Fluid. Gonna need a bucket of that. Go in here. Blacklist it. And I can get my tubes back. Where's my tubes? 13. Immediately went to 13 once I got the clog out. Okay. All right. Well, that helps now that I know what's going on there. And I probably should get some more rocks. Probably done with the diorite for a while. Let's clean up some of this stuff. Some of this I may need to grab back out again, but I'd rather grab it out than whatever. So I need to go back, and we're making some diorite. Yes, we are, Kitty. I appreciate you letting me know you're enjoying it. I spelled it wrong. There it is. Diorite. Funk, funk, funk. Then, wasn't it basalt was the other one? Wow, my fingers are all over the place today. It's not basalt. I've already forgotten the red rock. Anybody remember what the red rock is? Let's see. Is this all for crystal binder? No, this is so that we can make the fusion core for the nuclear craft fusion reactor. Let's see. I've been watching your tutorials for a bit now. They have been super helpful. Keep up the great work, man. Well, thank you very much, Unstoppable Burn. I appreciate that. And thank you for coming by. Granted, thank you very much. I knew that if I asked you guys to be faster than me looking for. I'm so lazy. That would have helped. Boop, boop, boop. Give me all your granite, all your rocks and pebbles too. We just send some more sulfur. That kicking. Everything else should be pretty good. 15. Plenty of fluorite water. Why is it not going through? Like I blacklisted it. Hydrofluoric acid. Sulfuric acid. Dang it, I blacklisted the wrong thing. It's clogged again. All right. This is This last step was the thing that took me forever before. I swear to you. Okay, clear that out. Put a thing back. Now I need that stuff. You know, I should have got a bucket of that. How do I get some of that? Right, let's do this. Let's grab another tank real quick. Any tank will do ya. Wow. Punk. You. Okay. Real quick tube change. Tube. All of that. That should be going into there. It's not, because I probably blacklisted the wrong thing there too. I did. Okay. Understandable. Right, let's do that. There's the juice. Okay, now we can get a couple buckets of the stuff that I actually need. You, give me the juice. No, now it's getting rid of the good stuff. Okay. Right. We will make this work. Weird. That again. Clear that out. Fluid extraction cable. White listing. Hydrofluoric. Give me that. Hydrofluoric. Okay. That's hydrofluoric, right? Well, it was. This side, we're going to blacklist hydrofluoric. Someone's telling me that's not the same thing that's coming out of there, though. Hang on, so let me jump back here. New sci-fi activity he's doing with his friends. So that's something. Roman Sunday in the Sky Factory picks him on for the sole reason that he won every time. Larry to see Craner's reaction. Using wireless fluid. Just make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. Okay, no, I think we're good. All right, so I'm not getting the right stuff here, am I? Why is this not working? What is coming from this tank? This is giving me... Well, it's not giving me anything right. It's pumping it out. It should back up automatically because I'm not. All right, let's look at the recipe. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. So I'm getting sulfuric acid, and it's turning into hydrofluoric. So yeah, hydrofluoric is what I need to blacklist. I'm just making sure I got the right stuff there. So hydrofluoric is blacklisted. Blacklisted there, whitelisted there. Yes. Okay. I think that's right. Let's try this again. We'll add the tube. It's getting calcium. That is coming in, but where is it going? I don't care. As long as that stays... It's still clogging it. And I don't know why. Because it's pulling the sulfuric acid out. I need to blacklist that as well. Oh, Terry just said the same thing. Yeah, whitelisting it would have been easier. Okay, I'm going to do that. Do this. Hang on a second. Let me break my tube. Do this. Do the two. Okay, so I just had a tank of the good stuff, so let me drop it in here. There's that. I need to just whitelist that. Why am I throwing my buckets all over the place? Give me that. Give me some fluid. Not enough in there to get some. Can I get some out of here? I cannot. Yes, I know, buddy. You have to sit down. It's not time. Not time. Bye, by the way. I'm even to all people that comes by your stream says hi. Oh, well, hey, Ethan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. How am I going to get this fluid out of here the right way? Let's do this. Let's clear that again. Tank. Back down. Could be getting more now. Enough to get a bucket's worth. There is not. Okay. Why is it not pulling out? Calcium sulfate solution. Fluorite water. Because it's just fluorite water. That's why. I need calcium sulfate solution and I don't know how to pull it. Do I have a bucket of both the acids? I thought I just had the one. Hydrofluoric. I just have hydrofluoric. I don't have any buckets of the other acid. That's the problem. I haven't been able to get a hold of it because it goes everywhere else. Let me put a bucket in here so I can't take any out that way. Let's try this. Not let me do it that way. Will let me do it via a tank. On one. Will not. Let's see here. Need more calcium. Yeah, the thing is I need to get a copy of this. See, it takes like one. Yeah, this thing is why do I use iron buckets? I've had them since earlier on, so they're still kicking around. Plus, I only need one bucket of a thing. I don't want to waste supremium or something on something I need one tiny bucket of. Yeah, gas tank. It's probably have to be a gas tank. Let me grab that then. It will, but I don't have a way of getting the gas out of the gas tank. I don't have a way of getting a bucket of that. Because it's a gas. I can't get a bucket of a gas. All right, let's try this. Give me all that. That was calcium sulfate solution. That's what I need. Or was to take. All I have in there is fluorite water. That as it was. That as it was. Back in here. Here, I'm going to block that temporarily. Let's just see if I can get some sulfate solution in here is what I'm looking for at this point. Okay, it's filling up. That's if I can get enough to get a bucket, that's all I care about. Got a bucket. All right, we're good. That'll fix it. Okay. That one should be fine because now I need to black. I also need to make sure it doesn't pull fluorite water out. Damn it. So now I also need a bucket of fluorite water. That I can get. Give me that. Okay, that I can fix. This is still doable. So I need to blacklist fluorite water and calcium sulfate solution. And this one, I need to whitelist calcium sulfate solution, fluorite water. That should fix the world. Oh, I broke it up here. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm out of tubes. Where'd my other tubes go? Some more tubes. No, I got some. Tube. Shut that off. Tube. Okay. That's going. That's going. Calcium sulfate's coming through. It's getting it. Leave. We are successful. Oh, I didn't put the speeds in. Oh, you said I should not put the fluoride in there. You're right. I'm correct. That is correct. Fluorite water. Let's get rid of that. I just need the calcium solution. That is a good catch. Thank you very much. Throw those in. See if we can speed this up a little bit. Here. I want to blacklist. That's still fine because I don't want those to come out. So, in theory, what am I short now? That's water vapors coming in. I'm going to need some more sulfur. Okay. Now that we've got it, I think that should work. Now it's just a matter of getting the materials in there. Sulfur. This should still kick out stuff as the fluid comes through. At this point, it's just going a bit slower. It needs materials. That needs some upgrades. Upgrade. Oh, that's not the one. That was this thing. That up. Okay, let's see here. See you, I might be back. All right, Chart. Have yourself a great day. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who's come by and hung out today. There's been a lot of activity in here. I appreciate that. Thank you all for all the help and hanging out and all that business. Did it stop again? It's clogged again. Okay. Thank you very much, Antonio Perez, for the sub. I appreciate you hanging along with us. That part is right. I think this is where I messed up. It's where I had whitelisted the fluorite water when I shouldn't have. I believe that is where the boo-boo came from. So let me get those back. And I need a bucket of... I should only be whitelisting calcium. Hello, Buffy. Yes, I know. I don't know if it's still clogging it. So I need to blacklist one and whitelist the other. I'm not trying to automate it. I'm just trying to get the damn fluid to come out of this machine into this one at this point. It's I'm not trying to automate it. I need one of these fluids to come in here. But both of them will try to come in here. That's the issue we run into. I can't get a way of just having the right fluid come through so I can get the right stuff in here. What if we try skipping a step? Or let me phrase that. What if we try adding a step? Right? Let's try this. But I may need it later. Again, I'm not sure exactly how many I've got and how many I may need. I mean, it's true. I may have enough. I mean, we can go and we may have enough, but I want to say there's something else you need it for with this same fusion reactor. I want to say you need more than just these ones, but we can go back and continue the reactor from here. That should work. Let me see. That was the reactor. Oh, it wasn't. It was the fusion core. All right, so where were we at? We needed... Oh, I used one of my chemical reactors for all that crap downstairs. Ah, too funny. All right, so I need one of these. And I was like, oh, good, I already have some of these. Completely forgot why I built those. All right, so that's set. Well, it would be if I'd actually built the thing. Now that's set. So now I need my four corners. So my four corners are here. And I need... Let me do that again. I need four corners. Each corner requires 4 of these red things. So I need 16 crystal binders. So I need 8 of these combos for it to work. Still missing the red stuff. Okay. Crushed. Okay, so we haven't done that yet. Oh, good Lord, I've got tons of that. We just did all that. Oop. Crushed. Grab that. Now just grab everything. Yay! Rid of some of this. Not gonna need all of that in there. And oh, that's where I was working at. Where was I? That chunk. 44. That. 4. That. Done. Okay. Now we've got to find the middle of this dang thing. See, how am I going to use it? We'll use glowstone. I'm going to count from the bottom. So it should be 24, right? Wait, how big is this thing? Not going to work. Not going to work. Hmm. 3 by 3. I don't know how to put a 3x3 thing in the middle of an even number. 24 by 24 by 24. Will it have a, it won't have a middle. So there's no way to directly center it. But it has to be centered in order for the reactor to work. So even if I count by the middle, it's still an even number. I do like how it blows up. Even if I find the middle, it's not going to be the middle. Well, there's no middle. It's an even number. 24.5 is 12. So there's no direct middle square. It would have to be an odd number for there to be a center block to put in the middle of this thing. But it's a 3x3. So that means it would have to have the same amount of number on each side in order for there to be a middle block. It has to be an odd number. But it's not. It's an even number. It's 24, which means it's going to be off center. So where did... Can't be that way. Can't be corner to corner because you wouldn't be 24 by 24 by 24 that way. Wait a minute. 24 by 24, that's width and that's depth. And there's height. That would make it square. Right, it's impossible to put something that is 3x3 in the middle of an even number. Because basically what you have to do is, again, if you have something that's 3x3, there's a middle of it. So if you have 24 squares, which square is the middle square? Doesn't exist. Because you split it in half, it's 12 and 12. There's a 2x2 block is the middle of this section. This thing in the middle is a 2x2 block. There's no center block. That's going pretty well, Noel. Just trying to figure out how this fusion reactor works. Because now I'm confused by 24 by 24 by 24, because that would imply that it goes 24 high. Because this is 24 by 24 by 24, and it has to be high. Which would imply this does as well. Never made one that high. There is no 2 and 2. It is impossible to put the fusion core in the middle of this space because there is no middle of this space. If I put it in a 2x2, it's going to hang off one side. It is 100% impossible to put this fusion core in the middle of this block. But 24 by 24 by 24 implies 24 high. That's the part that's throwing me off right now. Because there's a third dimension. How would you make this? The only way I could think of making it 24 high is if I took this. But if that's the case, it's going to be going it is going to be going by the inside. Because this is 24 by 24 by 24, and it doesn't count the edges. So I'm eating a brownie while I'm thinking. Food. It's going to have to be 24 high, which means I have to take this 24 high. Damn. I did not realize. I was sworn I've had this advancement before. I've seen someone build this. They may not have got the advancement, though. They may have just built it and not got the advancement. They just may have built it to make it work. But even still, there's not going to be a center point for the middle thing. Every other one I've made is a 3x3, 9x9, something that would give you a middle point. It has to be an odd number for there to be a center point. Okay, there's another thing. So now that's different. What Noel just put. 24 blocks from the core makes way more sense. But right now, there is no center. That's the problem. For all intents and purposes, this is the center of what we have right now. It is impossible to put in a 3x3 in the center of a 2x2. But what Noel just said, if it's 24 from this thing, and it's not 24 from the outside edge, then that would be easy to do. It's just putting it in the middle and building 24 out spaces. But is it 24 till the upper lip or the bottom lip? We're back to that same problem again. But at least it would make somewhat more sense. All right, we're going to try this. Hang on a second. So we got 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, 24 from each one? That's going to make it 48, 51 blocks wide. No, kitties, it's not time yet. Right, I mean, I know about that, but I don't know if you need 24 of those, because those don't count as the wall. When you're looking at the fission reactor, which again comes from the same mod, it views 24 by 24 by 24 as the inside space, not the walls at all. So inside of this thing, there are 24 spaces from top to bottom and left to right. There's 24 empty spaces in every direction. But it has one solid wall. This does not. It has the lip like this. Well, that's just it. It's been so long. I'm not sure, because my tutorial wasn't 20 high. I may have just been, and it's been a year and a half since I did it, so I'm not sure it's going to be to get the advancement. See. Well, the right thing, like this is even. Like I said, that it can't be 24 wide. It's not going to feasibly work that way. 24 from each side could feasibly work. The problem is this 24 wide. I know people are saying it needs to be way bigger, but again, I want to point something out to you. This square is 24 by 24 by 24. See the advancement. Build a maximum size 24 by 24 by 24 nuclear craft fission reactor. The same mod is saying build another 24 by 24 by 24 fusion reactor. It's going to view 24 by 24 by 24 the same. It's the same mod pack. So if this is what they say 24 by 24 by 24 is, this needs to mirror that. Because that's an accurate dimension. That block is 24 by 24 by 24 inside. I know, kiddies. It's not time yet. Give me some minutes. They're looking for their treats. I don't need to place the core down. The core is irrelevant at this point. I need to know what the dimensions of the outside shell is. And so at this point, I know there's other things that connect it, but none of those things have anything to do with the outside size of the shell. They're saying that 24 by 24 by 24 shell is the accurate size to get the advancement. You can build it any size and shape you'd like, but to get the advancement, I've got to make it the right one. You know, guys, cat's climbing all over me here, which I normally don't mind. No, they said 24 3 times. And that's the thing with Crazy Gamer's thing. That won't create a 24 by 24 by 24 in any sense of the world. It literally has 24 3 times, which means it has to be 24 high. The thing that you're stating, using 24 of the blocks of either side, you don't put blocks up or down. Oh, yeah, I got 3 kitties. That one's Patches, and Buffy just ran by midnight staring at me. Patches is the greediest kitty of all time, and she's the little one. I don't think they misspelled. They've done multiple updates since then. It's not a misspell. They put a 2-4 in there. It's the exact same as this one. And that would have been coming from the original Nuclear Craft mod. They didn't design that. That's from the Nuclear Craft mod itself. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to work on. We're not gonna get. I knew we're not gonna get it done today, but I have a feeling we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Oh wait, all this time I should go check my cookies before they clog again. 21, not too bad. Getting there. 22. Is if I built it the same way as this one. See, this would be the outer shell. Like this is 24, 24, 24 inside. If I was to build the outside, because the outside shell of this looks like it would be the same if you ignore that inner one, right? It's got the same outer lip kind of thing, other than it has the corners on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take some time to research on this and figure out how it's gonna have to go. I've only done, every one I've ever done has been a 3x3 or a 9x9. Every one I remember building was an odd number one. Jad is correct. Yes, if you use Prestige and you use the Parabox, hey, stop, and you duplicate the compact machine, it doesn't give you 2 copies of the machine. It gives you 2 machines that either one will enter into the same space. I'm not sure it'll work across dimensions, though. I want to say that did not work. Why in the world would YouTube censor Parabox? Yeah, without Prestige, it's, yeah. Now, Terry, you said you just watched. What is it that you watched? If it was mine, I'm pretty sure mine's wrong. It'll make a reactor work, but it's not going to make the... And even then, that's 23. That's also confusing. The outer edge would technically, you could consider that 24. You could say the center one, if you're saying the center one doesn't count, you're saying that this outer edge is the 24th block. That means you're not going from the bottom, you're going from the middle then, which is the other thing we've been talking about. So it means it's actually going to be an extra space underneath. If I put 23 to this, yeah, I think I'm going to do some research on that before I go any further. I'm not going to jump in there. Right, but then again, how high, how tall, how do I make it 24 tall? Because I can't go 24 down from that, can I? It's 20, if that's the rate that we're going, that would imply that I then need to go 23 up and 23 down, which also becomes a problem because you need several different things to connect to the top in order to kickstart. Another issue. How do you design the top? I've never had a top on one of these. If I was to go higher and build a top, well, I'm not going to watch somebody else's content while I'm reading. That would be inappropriate to that person. Well, I said that's why I put this off till last, because this thing sucks ass. Like I never liked doing this. When we did the Prestige one, this was the last thing that we came to as well. It was just atrocious to try to build, and we couldn't get it to work then either. And that was 20 of us throwing around ideas as well. But again, I'm not going to stream somebody else's content that's inappropriate and technically a violation. No, I will not be doing that. At this point, I'm letting that go for the day. I'm going to give it some time. I'll look into it over the next few days while I'm off of Minecraft, and we'll figure out what goes on with that at that point. I think that at this point, I do not have all the information I need to make that correct. So that being said, that leaves us with cookies, sugar, compressed, the other reactor. That one I do know how to make, but I was trying to put it off till last. This one that's broken. Can't get that to work. Yeah, that's the power side of it. Well, I will look it up after the stream. I'm not going to look it up now. I'm going to stream me researching, looking at it, you staring at my face while I stare at other websites. That would be asinine. I will not be doing that. I'm going to, at this point, go in and just check on some of our other stuff we've been working on, and then getting close to the end of the day anyways, so. Let's see. Still got one Ooh. Like for, hey, septuple. We got one septuple and one sextuple. I'm going to have to go farm Netherrack at this point. It's just not going to get done in a timely manner if I don't. And sugarcane's going at the same speed, so it should be close to around the same area. Don't even have that yet. Septuple again, yep. Same thing. So, yep. These are going at the same speed at this point, which isn't horrible. At least, I mean, easy for me to keep track of them. Excuse me. Okay, so there's that. Back out of there. Cookies, I have faith in. That's just going to automatically finish itself. It's powering through. And I'll probably have enough of those. I'll have enough of those ready to go by the time we stream next. Why do I not have hunger? I am an android. You see those bars on the left-hand side, and up near the top left corner, you'll see there's a power and battery and speed and such. Once you become an android, one of the buffs that you can choose is to not have to eat anymore. It is, which one is it? This one here, 0 calories, removes nutritional requirements. So if you buy that ability, then instead it just uses power instead. You don't have to eat at all. Well, vein mining the nether only works so much for a couple of reasons, because I've been doing it. It'll only vein mine a certain distance and then it stops. The second thing is that 3/4 of it is lava, so you'll fall into the lava, which I've done. And then the last thing is I have no way to charge myself over there, and it tears through your power as an android, same way as it tears through your hunger. I'll give you guys an idea, show you what I'm talking about, though. Oh, get in there. So you're going to see chunks eaten out of this. Plus, lava just keeps pouring on top of me, where I've been vein mining and all over the place, grabbing netherrack for this exact thing. But let me turn that off. The issue is you start vein mining down, and after every so often it stops, because that's the most. I don't even have it with me, but I'll show you. Like, I'm doing this now, and I'll hold on to it. It's going to keep dropping me. You see my power's dropping in the upper hand corner. 97, 96. It's not super fast, but it does drown out. I do have the best battery on. But see how it stopped? It won't go any further than that. Then I have to run around and pick up everything on the ground. Which now is in my inventory, of course. But yeah, I've got the best battery on. All right. Boop. But yeah, so I've been vein mining all over the place, but it's not one solid place, so it makes it a little bit harder. Got this Netherrack. Some of that later. If you're looking at the Android station, the battery place is here. High capacity battery. Ooh. Battery. The one that I have, there are two batteries. There's this one here, and there's this one here. Those are the two batteries that go in the Matter Overdrive slots. Except for a creative one, of course, which is 2 billion. That's that. But yeah, these are the batteries that are available. Now, they may be combinable. You know, I've never tried to do that. Make a couple real quick and see. Let's grab that one like some of the other batteries are. I don't believe they are. But those are the only two batteries available in the crafting. Nope, you can't combine them. So the two batteries that are available in Matter is the 1.05 million and the 524. Other than, of course, a creative battery. But none of these other batteries are from this drive or will fit inside of your... you put that in your battery slot? Integrated Dynamics battery. Whoa! Ah, just fall through. Coming. Grab some of these. Boop. I'll be honest, I've never tried to put one of these batteries in there since it's a different mod. It may very well work. Looks like it does go in there. My power looks like 2%. Yep, it totally works. Yeah, I've never tried to use one of those batteries since it's not part of the mod pack, but that works. I'll take it. Works for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That definitely will help out. The Elite Lithium battery. All right, let's go take a look at that one. I'm all about looking at batteries. Which one is the Elite Lithium battery? These ones? Oh, goodness. What is all this? 200. That's a lot of power. How much is that? 32 million? What do you need for a second one? 3 of those? Again, I'm looking at the amount of... Oh, God, no. Nope, never mind. I'm back in there making calcium sulfate again. I'll stick with this one. I mean, the regular battery I was using provided me pretty much everything that I needed. But, oh, heading out Aeroset? All right. Have you a great evening, and we will talk to you later. Have you completed the Twilight Forest advancements? Almost. The only one I need to do is find cake and then use this box to pull down the Ergast, which I did yesterday, and it didn't give me the advancement for some reason. Once I find the cake, it'll give me both of these advancements. And I've just not found it. Oh, Teresa had note? Oh, no, I think Teresa was saying goodbye to Aeroset. I'll stick with this one. This one works. I mean, I'm just at 3% power now. It's going to take a while to refill this thing up, to be honest with you. Actually. I was wondering if it would charge if you put it in here. That's silly that there's a charging station. You can't put anything in it to charge. Interesting. Dang it, it's not letting me grab it here. Ooh. All right, well, that'll take a while to charge up there. So let's see here. So, good question. So, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. is our raft stream. Every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, we do a morning stream. We're currently going through the raft series, and some new stuff has come out there. So we've got that. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, is the members only stream. It's one of the perks of an ODG membership, and we do it once a month. So there'll be some Jackbox with the members. So there won't be a public stream at all tomorrow night. And then Let me see. Monday and Tuesday. There might be one, maybe Monday. I don't want to say for sure. There might be. My surgery's Tuesday, so I know there's not going to be one Tuesday. But it just depends on. I'm still waiting to find out the official time of the surgery. They gave me an approximate time, but they're supposed to call me Monday and give me the exact. If the surgery's like 7 a.m., I won't be streaming the night before. If it's like noon, I might jump in and do a stream. So tentatively, it'll be either Monday or Wednesday is the next Sky Factory 4. But I will throw it up there as soon as I know. But the surgery itself isn't real bad. It's just overwhelmingly uncomfortable. If you don't know why, if you don't know what a stent is, S-T-E-N-T, stent is incredibly uncomfortable. And I've had one for 2 months. Usually you have them in for a few days. But I've had one now for 2 months, and after the surgery, I'll have it in there for probably at least another week. Oops. Evo says, make cobblestone generator tier 5, put it under a cabinet. That's how you can make 1 million items. I already have 1 million items. It just doesn't give it to me. Where's it at? I'll grab the easy one. There we go. 1.6 million inferium essence. It's not giving me the advancement. These back in there. So here we have, right here, 1.6 million inferium essence. I can stick it in any file. This filing cabinet has nothing in it. Stick it in there. It says right click on it. Just will not give that advancement. It glitches out for a lot of people. And that's the thing. I've had some people tell me it has to be all of them. I've had some people tell me it doesn't have to be all of them. Some people says it works fine for them with just one folder. Again, it's just one of those things where I had it work for me. The very first world that I had, not worked for me on any other ones. I couldn't even begin to tell you. The cabinet achievement is not broken. You need 1 million items in each item. Like I said, I've heard it both ways. And that's what's throwing me off. So, I mean, if I ever get multiple millions of things, I'll do that, I guess. Let's see. Let's see how the black hole unit is doing. We are sitting at 139 million. So this is not going to work in any facet of the world, but it's the fast, again, all the other things we've kind of looked at today didn't really go any faster than that. Because that is moving, for all intents and purposes, that is moving into that thing. Let's see. That is moving in 6 stacks per tick, minimum. I think it's more than that. That is moving in right now 6 stacks per tick. The fluid one was not faster. I was counting it out. It works out to be almost the same speed. Did you make the fusion reactor? No, I'm gonna have to research it. It's the schematics on it are not matching. So we're gonna have to look into that. Oh, I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, what is this? Barbarous head. I don't have that head yet. I guarantee you I don't. Well, I'm almost sure I don't have that head. See if we got any more heads in here. Oh, we do. That one. Heads is the most important thing in the entire game to me. Oh, spider head. Well, we already got a spider head. Let's go see if we need these ones. Woohoo! I'm pretty sure I need that red and white one. Oh yeah, look at that. We got nothing that looks like that. Look how awesome that is. Okay, so I don't need spider head. Let's get rid of that. What's this guy? Aya Mazes. All right. I like to set him down. It makes it easier to recognize. I don't see one that looks like that. Nope. Sweet deal. So we put the duck up there today. We got 3 new heads today. May have to start making this wall bigger. I like it. I like it a lot. Especially if I get 2 more. 2 more will make this pretty even. Not exactly. There's not an even amount of bosses, so sadly it's 1 off. But still, it's pretty close. Dragon head. Regular skulls up here. That makes me happy. No duplicates. All the duplicates are in here. All right. I think that's a good place to call it as any. We'll do one last cookie check. Thank you, cookies. Appreciate your work for us here. But I'm going to have to go directly to bed because I've got to be up very early tomorrow morning to stream Raft. So I'll be in bed probably in the next hour. I'll make a quick bite to eat and then head out to crash after I feed all these kitties who run around crazy wondering where their snacks are. All right, so again, we still got a bunch of stuff achieved today, even though we didn't bounce way ahead in the advancements. Advancement-wise today, we did get done the gas one. So that's the only advancement that we finished. But we did get a chunk of stuff done in the fission reactor. Again, for those of you who may not have been here earlier in that, the fission reactor is definitely upgraded and producing. Thank you, Thomas Reed. Thank you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that. So we've got the fission reactor up and bumping, so that one's going to work pretty well. So I'm pleased with that. And then we did all that. All this here took a little while. That took a chunk of time, but it was worth it. I mean, you know, because it's done. And we fiddled a few other things, so I'm all right with that. Overall, still consider that a productive day. Oh, plus we've got our XP tank going. How much XP have we got in there? 318,000. Not unhappy with that at all. Oh, yeah, the reason it's about to die is because we just upgraded to a much fatter battery. So it's just taking a very long time to charge. I could I want to say the battery I was using before was 1 million, so I'm already double what I had at 100% at the beginning of the stream. But fortunately, I've got that boosted, so all around here, I'll charge up as I'm running around here. Can I get the charge tier from here? Yeah. I've got the expansions on it. Where's it at? Upgrades. So I've got power usage up and range 800%. So I won't go all the way over to the reactors, but it'll cover all of this area around here. I think it goes, let me see, it was 8 blocks originally. So 800% of that, you know, your math. But it covers all this area. The charging station is not bad if you do the upgrades. Like I said, if you put the upgrades on it, right, it gives you, it uses power, range is 400% each. So it works. It's fine. There we go. And I've got regular wireless chargers running as well. So I got all sorts of wireless chargers. All right. Well, I mean, I could also just throw it in that thing. But all right. Well, I'm good with that. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Oh, been a long day. But again, thank you all very much for coming by and hanging out with me today. I do appreciate you. If you had a good time, please remember to click like. Most importantly, remember to subscribe. Hit that little bell so you can get notified when streams and videos and such come up. You can also go to my website, onlydraven.com. There's going to be a button at the top you can click on. That'll take you to our Discord channel. Love to have you in there. It's open to everybody. And let's see what else. You find a lot of other things there, like social media account links to my Twitter and all that kind of stuff. My normal streaming schedule when I am working. Plus a bunch of other resources you might find helpful. Community Play Day, we're shooting for next Sunday. So next Sunday after the morning raft stream, which would end at noon Eastern Standard Time, I'll take about 30 minutes to grab a bite to eat. And then I'll bounce back on and we'll do a couple hours of Community Day there. And then we've got Merge Worlds later that night. What else? We do have a membership program. It's just like a Twitch sub, except it's not as expensive. It's only $2.99 a month. Click the join button on my channel. That doesn't sign you up. It just takes you into the page where you can see all the different perks and bonuses that come with the membership, such as access to our members-only Minecraft server. When we hit 75, we're going to get a second one. So there'll be 2 Minecraft servers of different mod packs for you to choose between and play as much as you like. It's unlimited access. There's a lot of other perks in there as well. Feel free to check it out, see if that's something you're interested in. But again, thank you all very much for coming by. I do appreciate it. Special thank you, as always, to my members. Again, without you all, I wouldn't have a lot of this stuff. It's your participation in that program that definitely helps support the channel and keep all of this running. So I do appreciate that. And again, to all of you folks who came by and liked and chatted along and such, just helping grow the channel, it means a lot to me. And an extra special thank you to my moderators for helping making this stuff work the best that it possible. So I do appreciate that. But I do hope you all have yourself a wonderful evening. If you would like to see the raft stream tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we would love to have you. And then for those of you who are members, please remember that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern will be the members stream. I will post some information up on that in the members thread in the Discord channel specifically tomorrow. So you all have yourselves a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully we'll see you soon. You guys have a great day.